What's up, guys? Justin here from Out of the Basement. Nate will be joining us shortly, but for now, I'm Justin from Out of the Basement, and welcome to another Lazy Sunday Black Series discussion live stream. That's loud on my phone because it's an advertisement. Nate is running a few minutes late, so he will be joining us very, very shortly. He said he's just running a few minutes late, but yeah, we're just here to hang out, chat about the Black Series as we do pretty much every single Sunday, And today we actually don't have a lot of news to talk about, so I thought this would be like a really chat-focused stream, just a very laid-back, chill, relaxed stream to interact with you guys, maybe answer some questions that you have for us, and just overall just talk about the Black Series, talk about what's new, what's coming out, what we have, whatever we end up talking about today. And for the people, pouring in just now, Nate will be here in a few minutes, but for now it's just me. So let's just jump into it with our weekly tradition of shouting everyone out that is here. So we do have Infernal Hippo 27. I do have a nice hot cup of coffee. So what's up, Infernal Hippo? We have Marlon in here. Of course, we have Fig Fury 79. What's up, Todd? Don, Gentugo, American Warrior Luke, Gilster 37, Goglins, Quentin Mims, hello. B-Man, what's up, man? Rhino Hobbies, hello. Rob, what's up, Rob? Logan Scott, hello. Joseph Bett. Dank Ches, of course. Chen Razzie, a lot of channel members. I'm loving seeing all these channel members in here. A lot of Coruscant Guard action in the chat today. Not Obi-Wan, what's up? Let's see here. Commander Marsh, what's up, boys? We got Zavi16 in the house. Should have figured is here. On time this week. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Jonathan Redman. Good evening to you as well. Luke Ness Monster, what's up, dude? Nice to see you in here. We got Dan Marino in the chat, along with Mitch Allen. So Depressing, what's up? Mark Hauser, hello. Nice to see you again this week. We have Sean. We have Brent. Did I say hello to Gilster? Should I open 501st Archive? Funny you say that, Gil. Because I got one too. A little bit of a spoiler for you. A little sneak peek. Darth Freddy, what's up? Gary's Grails, hello. Riley Cross, one of our favorite Canadians in the house. What's up, Riley? Hunter Schultz, hello. What's up, Gilster? Oh, nice. You got your Rex yesterday. Let us know how you like it. PNW Cross Country, yeah, it stands for Purdue Northwest. It's actually my girlfriend was in it, so that's more of a support thing. I was not in PNW Cross Country. But I do like to support people. JP the Death Trooper, what's up, dude? Section 7 Sentry, what's up? I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but you're a channel member, so maybe you've watched our content for a while, and maybe this is your first time chatting with us, so what's up? Jayhawk Jedi, hello. Eric, happy Sunday to you as well. Tomb Toys, hello. Greedo and a Speedo, what's up, man? Do you think we will ever get phase 1 of all the clone commanders? Tough to say, because I don't know. Like, for example, will we ever get a phase 1 Rex? That's tough to say, because they've now done 2 different releases of Rex. Well, 3 if you're including the HasCon one, but maybe someday, but my gut is telling me not anytime soon for those phase 1 commanders, even though we are getting a phase 1 ARC Trooper with Fordo, so I don't know. Can't say for sure. People saying hi to each other in the chat. What's up, Justin Clark? Mark, nice to see you in here. No, I already said hi, but you flew in by the seat of your pants, so I'm happy. I'm happy. What's up, Jay Martin? Eddie from outer space, aloha, right back at you, man. What's up, Ivan Gambino? Fresh out of the shower. First time joining live. I work overnight, so I'm usually sleeping when you go live. Well, I'm happy to see you in here for the first time, so thanks for being a part of it. It means a lot to me, for sure. BA47, Basement Boys. Jay, so how much are you docking Nate per minute late? Severance without pay is what I say. Gary B, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Sean, your incinerator trooper that you ordered before COVID finally shipped from Dorkside. Nice. I'll tell you what, though, it's probably worth the wait because it's on the new Stormtrooper body and it comes with that super sick flame effect piece. So I hope it's worth the wait for you. I really like my incinerator Stormtrooper. Tan, I knew you'd be in here asking about the HasLab. Any word on when we'll get the unveil of the rest of the Rancor tiers? No. I mean, it's impossible to tell when they're going to decide. I hope it's soon. Should we do a live little update? Let's see what we're at. Just for you, Dan. Let's go ahead and share the screen. Here's the page. We're at 5,105, so we're over halfway there, well over halfway, with 22 days, 9 hours, 53 minutes. So, yeah, what is that? 3,955 that we still need. We'll hit it. For anyone worried, we will hit. This will get funded, and it will hit all 4 tiers. But, yeah, I don't think they added anything new. Yep, just question marks. So I wish they would show them off a little bit sooner, in my opinion, but I still have no doubt that it'll get funded 100% and hit all 4 tiers. What's up, Woodrow? Nice to see you. Jared, hello. Making sure Nate is not in the waiting room. What's up, Tim? Going to Army build the new Death Watch Mando. Garcia 213. I agree. That's definitely a twofer. Because one could be like a Clone Wars figure, one can be a Mando figure. It's on the Din body. I'm really excited for that reveal of the Ahsoka too. Even though she doesn't come with the cloak, I still think the figure looks great. Eddie from outer space. I hope Rancor breaks the 9K backers before Hasbro reveals the next tier of tiers. Hard to say. Again, with HasLabs, usually they just absolutely explode the last week, even the last few days. It usually just skyrockets, like we saw with Galactus. So, we'll hit all those tiers. Yeah, I thought I saw something about that on Instagram. That's actually really interesting. Where, what city are they located in? Commander. Let's see here. Quentin, it's hard. They just say going up later for a better pre-order experience. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Because it's non-exclusive as well, which you would think if it's if they make the claim that we're holding off for a better pre-order experience, you'd think they would do that for exclusive figures like Target or Walmart or Walgreens, but to do that for a regularly released figure, I don't really understand that, because for regular waves, we have no problem pre-ordering, right? Amazon, Dorkside, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, etc. We have no issues getting the regular mainline figures, so I don't know. What's up, Mark? Nice to see you in the chat. Thank you for joining me, as you do pretty much every week. I see you in here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see here. Oh, $8.95. Yeah, you can see my college education really paid off, Eddie. It really paid off. Jay Tessie, what head are they using for the Death Watch Trooper? Is it new mold? That's an interesting question because it looks so much better than the Din Djarin head, right? Because the Din Djarin is very pinched. It really doesn't look good. I was actually going to ask our Discord for a link to, because some people get the custom Din heads. I don't know. I don't think it's John Walker Customs. It's got to be somewhere else, I believe. So if you do know, it's a pretty common thing for people to get this, but I forget the website that you get the custom din head. All right. Fig, what's up? Ivan's fine with Ahsoka not coming with a cloak. Gives people a chance to support people who make soft good stuff. I mean, that's a positive way to look at it for sure. That's a positive spin there. BRFC 147 evening from the UK. What's up, dude? Nice to see you drop in here. Nice to see you in here as well. Volts, ohms, amps. Yo, howdy. Hello. Yeah, Fig, that is true. That is definitely true. They do make it, you know, I mean, custom work also costs a lot of money. Yeah, even like a custom 6-inch figure is like what, $80 to $100, or you know, I don't even know. I don't buy custom figures, but people work on that stuff for hours and hours, so it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it would be the customizers can make stuff of higher accuracy or higher quality. Suspect it's shipping related. There are already reviews of them up online. It's strange. I think they're in Hong Kong or Singapore. That is strange. We do know Kabash Figures has reviews for all the new Black Series. Like, how do you get that stuff? Like, how do you even get that stuff? Like, straight from China. Nate is here. So I'm going to go ahead and add Nate to the stream if he's ready. He's looking at his phone. He's looking down. I'm just going to add him. I'm just going to add him.
Add me. I was in the middle of sending you a message to say, add me to the stream, bro. What's up, everybody? Sorry, I was a little late today, but spending time with some of my girlfriend's family. Her dad flew in, so.
He flew in.
Yeah, I was like riding by the seat of my pants to get here on time.
Nice. What's up, Bo Edwards? And Wheels of Chaotic Doom. Greetings and good morning from Sydney, Australia. Happy to be here and wearing pants. Pants.
Sweatpants?
Yep. We're in the Midwest, United States, Chicagoland area, and it's just been sleet. It's been a mixture of rain and snow and ice and cold and wind, and
yeah,
it is hoodie and sweatpants weather here.
And beanie indoors. Very important. The beanie indoors.
Yep.
Some people comment that on our videos and think it's strange when we have beanies on inside, but
right.
If you're from the Midwest, you get it. You get it.
What's up?
What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Todd? Riley, nice to see you, Gogglings. I'm glad everyone is here today. I don't even really know what we're talking about. I feel like there's not a whole lot going on.
You're right. When I made the thumbnail, I was like, man, there's really nothing new. There has been like a holiday figure that arrived in the United States, and we don't know what it is, but it's like, it's a holiday figure. You're either getting those or you're not.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a light week here. And yeah, the holiday figures, it's whatever. It's whatever.
Mm. So I basically thought this was just going to be like a chat hangout session.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
A nice little chat session. Toom is confused that we're calling them beanies. I think Toom is from Canada.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I've always referred to as a knitted cap. I've always called them beanies.
Yeah.
Let's see. He said had only first heard the term after moving to Canada. Oh, very
maybe it's trickling down into the United States.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I've never called it anything else but beanie.
What's up, Froba Fett?
Hey, Froba. Nice to see you.
Get your deer hunting, Hunter Schultz. Yep. Get your deer hunting. Get your venison.
Yep. Get that
G-Force.
That venison jerky. Hey, G-Force. How's it going? Logan Scott says, wishing I was at... Oh, I've got
Vitamin water and
Nice.
water.
Oh. There's a classic.
Bankrupt.
There's a classic.
Bankrupt.
That's the this is the movie theater we used to work at. No longer exists under this name, but
No.
decorative mug.
Still waiting for the Black Series Rogue One wave to arrive and the Orsing wave to arrive. They're beanies here in Australia. Well, hey, I'm glad to know this is more of an international thing going on.
Yeah, beanie gang.
Yeah, because we only have what? The K2SO is kind of common over here.
Yep, K2SO.
And then you had one other Rogue One figure, right? Churret?
Yeah, Churret. Churret came through for me, and I think Churret and K2 are the two figures that are available. Like, I think they're on GameStop.com, I want to say, like, in stock.
Oh.
But for some reason, like, the other part of that wave is taking its sweet time getting here. I know some people have found Jin. I've seen pictures of her popping up. And she looks great. I mean, the photoreal application looks awesome, but it's like, I don't personally think I can buy another Jin figure for full price. If I could maybe get her for like 10 or less with the photoreal update and everything, maybe I'd be interested, because it's not a bad figure. I mean, like,
it's not. It's just the peg warming is unforgivable.
Yeah, it's the principle that that really keeps me from wanting to purchase Jin. I'm at least glad they did do the 3-pack Cassian as the new release. That makes that makes so much more sense to me than the mainline version was the Edu costume.
Yeah.
So that's good for people that missed out on those figures and want them. But yeah, for whatever reason, we're still waiting on them. So they're probably stuck at some port somewhere.
Yeah. Lukeness is asking predictions for the holiday fig.
Well, we kind of talked about it on
Cheerful Mando?
I could definitely see a Mandalorian.
Another Din?
Right. This will be a single release of Snowy Mando without all the extra accessories.
Oh, just with the Santa hat on.
Well, I think, wasn't there a rumor that there was going to be a Chewbacca holiday figure this year? So I would hope that would be I would love it, absolutely love it, if it was a holiday edition or a holiday special version where he's got like the red dress on for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could easily just take that red fabric cape from the Royal Guard, stick that on Chewbacca, put it in a box, and not only would it be holiday, like a holiday version, but it would also be a nice reference to for the people with like the holiday special kind of thing going on, But I doubt they would do that. I
could see that, and I can totally see another Din, because they just love that Din.
Yeah. I think Din, honestly, at this point, maybe we'll see a Stormtrooper on the Stormtrooper body, or perhaps the new Stormtrooper body.
Yeah.
Same thing, like a new Clone Trooper on the new body. But as far as, holiday figures could literally be anything, because you could just turn anything into, a red and green color scheme and call it a day. Darth Vader. Get a Christmas Darth Vader.
Yeah. Gilster, check GameStop too. That's where, or assuming you have GameStop, wherever you are, Gil. That's where I found the K2SO, or as I like to call it, the Imperial Security Droid from Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
That's where I found mine, at GameStop, because I went in for the Flame Trooper, and the Flame Trooper was there with K2, and I was like, I'll get it for the Jedi Fallen Order display.
Yep. It's a great figure, though. It's a lot of fun, even though it doesn't come with any accessories at all.
Jonathan, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, I think the Holiday Troopers are going to be late this year for sure.
So I just feel like we would have had them already.
Right. Paul Edwards, Santa Fat Boba Fett. If that figure was already released, I could see it happening. But since we're still waiting on it, maybe not this year, maybe next year. Candy Cane Mando. Yes.
Maul with elf shoes. Yes.
Yeah. Jonathan Anderson, a white Wookiee. Now that would be interesting. That would just be interesting for the shelf. Christmas colored Din, new Stormtrooper, and maybe a droid or two. Yeah, I'd love to see a holiday droid, perhaps. Literally anything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the same thing where I'm going to sit here and go, I'm not going to buy any of these. And then
Yep.
a couple will be gifts. Then I'll say, well, I might as well complete the line, even though I never got the Walmart Snow Trooper.
Right.
But did end up with all the others.
Chad Lockless.
Admiral Thrawn Galaxy Wave. I could definitely see that happening. Maybe they just repack him for a third time in the Rebels packaging.
There needs more Rebels figures.
Right.
We need more Rebels figures.
I want more new Rebels figures, though. I don't want another release of Thrawn. I mean, I understand why you'd want Thrawn in the Galaxy packaging, but I'm good with just the archive version. So I want to see like Agent Callus, the Super Commando Garsax, and there's a million. We've done 2 videos about that.
That is true, and they still don't make them.
Yeah,
I thought Hasbro watched our videos.
Yeah, you'll get them, Nate. Yeah, exactly. That's what, I'm not even
figures.
pretending.
A Chavo with the egg from the Mandalorian. Yes.
Plus we're a Black Series channel, so that's always my justification. Get a review in.
Cindy Lou Who Omega.
There we go.
I'm liking all these.
There we go.
We're giving them hot fire ideas. Hasbro, send that check anytime.
Patrick's in here. He is.
I do have some stuff I'd like to show off. We want to do some recent pickups.
Oh, of course. We've always got recent pickups.
So
always got recent pickups.
So this is actually, I'll go first. Let's go big here. Let's go big. So I got a package from Skywalker Hendricks.
Oh,
fellow YouTube channel. Let's make sure I don't
dox him.
Fragile. So fellow YouTuber, we've had him on the show a few times.
Mm-hmm. Great guy.
So a little birthday message in here. It says, to Justin, happy birthday for our shared love of Return of the Jedi and lack of Rebel Troopers for that film. And here's some mini 2/12 this until the big ones get here. Okay, one is for IG Nate, so there is something for you in here as well.
Stuff for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is kind of a meme since we don't have since the 2/12 Walgreens exclusive is just such a meme right now. So we have some placeholders.
Hey, I like that.
I don't know what these are. They do have unhelmeted.
Some classic 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures, perhaps from one of the many
I just sneezed. Yeah.
Tomb also says plot twist. I'm Patrick. This whole time I knew it.
The entertainment. So yeah, there's 2. One for me, one for you.
That's a nice expression. Great expression on those clone troopers.
Very true. Very true. But the jewel here is Skywalker Hendrix's. Okay, Ark is saying that's a vintage collection 2/12. I'll take it. Also, what's up, Manny Fresh? What up?
Manny, what's up?
So, Skywalker Hendrix also sent me his very first custom, and this is like a banger of a figure. This is a banger. Just wait.
All right. Oh, man.
Okay, look at... Let me get the blaster out of his hand. So, this is a Rebel Trooper from Endor.
Right.
Black Series 6-inch. But just wait.
Dang. Nice. That is awesome.
Look at that paint.
That's so good.
Camo.
Man, that's a great idea, too. That's such a great idea.
Yeah, so it looks...
Wow.
It appears to be, the Hoth Rebel Trooper with the cloak from either Leia or Han or Luke. and just giving a paint job, giving a once over or a 2 over. And it looks incredible. And I'm just like, I can't wait for Hasbro to release these so I can get a whole bunch of them.
Right. Damn, that turned out
bearded
excellent.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So incredible custom, and it was his first custom that he had ever done, and he wanted it to go to good hands. So I'm a little torn. I'm like, I almost want this just for my personal collection, or do we give it a holy grail spot on the set of Figured Out?
Right. Well, that wall is for custom figures.
It is for custom figures.
So,
but
I think
that's my.
I think it might have to stay at the set.
Camo. I love camo. I mean,
it looks excellent.
Yeah, and it just fits right in with the rest of the figures, like the Ewoks and everything. So super cool, Skywalker. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat. Maybe you're not.
Yeah, I haven't seen him today so far.
Yeah, we do have 112 people in the live chat right now.
Nice.
Make sure to give this video a like if you're in here. It really boosts us in that algo.
Smash that like button, please.
So, yeah, give it a nice. What's up, David C?
David C, how's it going? I've been missing the stream, but glad to be back. Well, we're glad to have you back, David. Thank you for joining us today. All
right, and the other thing I have. I showed this off earlier, but I did find this in the wild. And
I think we need a story time.
I found a fresh case because Brickseek is your friend. Okay, I know some people don't like to use it. I don't like to use it either. I like to just go into the store and find figures and find toys, but unfortunately, we just can't do it anymore.
Right.
We cannot do that anymore. So you got to use Brickseek. There's like a general archive SKU to use for Walmart. You can't use the specific individual SKU. It will not show up. So you got to use that, just like the general archive SKU.
Yep.
And so I found the fresh case. And here's the thing. I passed on everything except the clone. Dang. Passed on Leia and Obi-Wan. And it's like the Leia and Obi-Wan are like desperate, needed photoreal update figures, but it's like it all goes back to the principle of paying full price for the same exact figure except for the photoreal deco update. I'm just like, it stings. It stings me. But Walmart did have them on sale for 7% off, but that is 7% off the $22.99 price. So it's really just the regular retail that we know, which is $19.97.
Right.
So I picked up one of these, and the thing about Leia and Obi-Wan just needs a new body, completely redone. And the Leia, and here's the thing, I've gone to multiple Walmarts now, and 2 Obi, 2 Leia on the pegs, because the assortment is 2 per case, and it appears that the Obis and the Leias are not selling, or at least they're the common figures.
Right. For the moment.
At the moment, it's like they'll be there. So I don't know. I just passed on them at the time. But Nate, I'll pass it off to you.
Yeah.
I know you got some stuff.
Well, Justin, you did also get me a 501st Trooper and a Leia.
So, you don't have those. I
don't have them yet, but you still have them. But
right.
I knew the Leia was a definite pickup, especially after seeing Tomb's pictures of that Leia. I was like, this is a must-have. But you're so right, though. Like Obi-Wan, I'm so on the fence about, because on principle, I know it's not a good figure. I know it's not. It's on the old decrepit body from 2013. And the photoreal face does look good. Thank you, Darth Freddy. Thank you. And the photoreal face looks good, but he's so blonde too on the archive release. Like really, really blonde hair and blonde beard. Like I know Ewan does have lighter hair, but it is like specifically like blonde on the new
Yeah.
archive version. So I'm like torn because I don't have that figure at all, and I don't know if we'll ever get an actual like complete remake of Revenge of
Right.
the Sith Obi-Wan. And so I'm torn. I'm like, because I want that costume for the shelf. I have Revenge of the Sith Anakin. So it's like I kind of want Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, but I know I'm just gonna like be buying it, and it's just gonna be a subpar figure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm torn. I might still go after Obi, but for now I'm holding.
I might as well.
Because you passed, so I passed as well, and I was like, yeah, I can't. I can't.
And it's like that Hasbro PulseCon stuff kind of put a nice dent. You know, getting that Cantina set and all that other stuff.
All of that at once was brutal.
Yeah. But hey, we do have a new channel member, Rhino Hobbies.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Rhino Hobbies.
Now you'll be able to use all those emojis that you could probably see in the chat, and you are now going to be a shiny, and you're going to have that Phase 2 Clone Trooper element next to your name.
Yes.
So, awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just catching up on the chat here. I wanted to say what's up to Sith Vicious. They are in here right now. We're doing well here. Hopefully you are doing good as well. So Revan in 501st. David C says, I ordered all of them, but Revan isn't Revan the same. Yeah, I'm sure there's some mild
the lightsaber blades.
Yeah, the lightsaber blades are thicker than so, but otherwise, you know, there might be some very mild paint app differences, like maybe a different shade of red or something like that throughout the figure, but I don't know. I already have Revan, so there's no reason for me to pick up the archive release. I haven't gone down the rabbit hole that much to where I'm like, well, I need the thick lightsabers, so I'm holding off on that for now.
Jayhawk, if you go to yakface.com, he has like this master SKU, DPCI, UPC list, and it breaks it down by product. You can just hit Black Series, and it's literally everything. So like, this is for regular packaging. Like this will work. So if you plug this number, this is not for archives. Generally speaking, in terms of like Galaxy packaging, Black Series, you could plug this into Brickseek, which I can't do because that would show off my zip code and area, but you just plug that into Brickseek, plug in your zip code, and it'll pop up different stores. But for the archive, I mean, this is such a comprehensive list. So let's see. It's here somewhere. Okay, here it is.
There you go.
I think this is it right here. So 2021 Black Series archive. The Walmart SKU, you just plug that right in.
Yeah.
So 988499410. That's how you do it. Anything, I just always go to Yakface.
Yep, Yakface is king. The website, the Instagram account, all of it. Jonathan Anderson asked a pretty good question. They said, also, what's up, Nerf Herder Zach? But okay, so after the last few weeks, what are our top reveals?
I'm really hyped on the Death Watch Mando, but if we're talking that whole wave, like that case of 8, like wave like 31 and 32 and all that.
Yeah, probably everything like PulseCon onwards, I would say. Probably is what Jonathan is referencing. Yeah, Death Watch Mando, I think, is seriously going to be a banger figure. It's on the Din Djarin body, although Robo actually pointed out on the Foosh Weekly that it looks like it's a new crotch. So, could that also mean Axe Woves? I definitely think so. I know there were some people commenting saying, why are we getting the Death Watch Mando before we're getting Axe Woves? Well, I think we're going to get both. It's just, you know, whichever one ended up coming first. And clearly, I'm sure the Death Watch Mandalorian was probably easier to make because they don't have to do the removable helmet. They don't have to photoreal print the actor's face.
Yeah, Bib.
Because it's just a troop builder.
Bib is a big one that I'm looking forward to. Fennec Shand, honestly.
And I'll say something that might be a little controversial, but I am I think I'm more happy that they went with a softer plastic for his robes. Just because I don't think Hasbro has the budget to do a cloth goods version accurately. So I think when faced with a choice of not so great soft goods, because they would have to keep it as a $20 figure, or some decent looking soft plastic, I'm going to go soft plastic.
Right. Yeah, Bonnie. Oh, okay. I'm seeing some more comments. Echo as well, for sure. 100%. Echo looks amazing. They all look great. Nomad, Boba, Omega.
Everything they've shown recently is awesome. I would say I do wish Omega didn't have the amulet, because she literally only wears that for like 2 episodes.
Right. But to answer your question, Bounty Killer Customs, with Brickseek, do you need to ask a worker to get it from the back, or do you find it on the peg? Either or, it's basically just relaying the stock information, inventory. So it could be in the back, it could be on a pallet. So for example, when I plugged in that SKU and I knew that my local Walmart had 6+, which means they most likely had 1 case. Because unfortunately, stores just get 1 case and that's it nowadays. And they were backed up. Like the bike aisle had like 8 pallets, but I found the Black Series box and I opened it and I took what I wanted. Yeah, and that's what I did. But sometimes you can give them a SKU to look in the back.
But Walmart employees are very unreliable. So I wouldn't. I find. Well, Justin, you have a lot better luck with Walmart employees than I do. But
I do.
Anytime I ask a Walmart employee, I don't get very far. But then again, I also don't have as much patience and determination as Justin does sometimes.
Yeah.
When he Brickseek. It's an inventory checking website that's pretty useful for finding toys in stores. Because that's what you have to do these days to beat the scalpers, to beat the resellers, to beat the guy that has a toy shop a couple towns over and clears out pegs for his own shop inventory.
Hey, Big. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd, for the $5 super chat. What were your thoughts on the Obi-Wan Kenobi reveal? Like the concept art?
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm already sold. I've been sold.
Right.
People are like freaking out that they didn't release a trailer. Like,
I don't need to see anything from this show. I'll be straight up
not
honest.
to be like some Disney Defender shill, but they never did officially say like, hey, we're going to have an Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer on this day. And it's like, I'm already sold. I don't even need a trailer. I'm going to watch it when it comes out.
I was going to watch this show day one, no matter what, when they said Obi-Wan Kenobi show, Ewan McGregor coming back. I don't need to know anything
Deborah
else.
Chow, who directed some fantastic episodes of The Mandalorian, and I believe Game of Thrones. She directed a few good episodes of Game of Thrones. I believe, could be wrong, but
turns out it's all season 8 episodes.
Yeah.
No.
But, yeah, people were like having meltdowns that there was no trailer. It's like you don't need a trailer. You don't. People are always in a rush to get everything spoiled for them. I don't get it, but
it's like the Spider-Man stuff going on right now.
Yeah,
like everyone is so desperate to. I just need to see all 3 of them together. Like,
right. Imagine if you went into that movie just thinking it was going to be another Disney MCU Spider-Man movie, and then all this other stuff, like all that stuff happens. It'd be a lot more effective if there just was never a trailer for it.
Right.
What's up, Arbor Engel? Sup,
guys? I did want to jump back to Sith Vicious. They said, I said it on Discord, but Livestream treated me right by letting me know Stormtroopers were in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. OOTB doing good in the community. Well, I'm glad someone could help you out, Sith. And for anyone that's watching, the new 2020 Stormtrooper is currently in stock on Big Bad Toy Store. So if you missed that figure, here's your chance to get it for, retail price. It's the $24.99, unfortunately, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. And yeah, great price, because I know that figure was climbing upwards to like the $40 range.
Yeah.
But
it's always nice to get a Stormy.
Yeah. So I picked up 2 more.
Yeah, I have 3 total. I'm getting a little itch.
I only have 2 so far, so this will be the 2 that are coming. That'll obviously make 4 for me. But I pre-ordered those because I was like, I got to get more troopers for the Tantive 4 hallway.
No.
But it's like,
is there any like update on that situation?
There's not. Dang well
But I thought
he went right back into his hidey hole.
Oh. Space Walls, where are you?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at their website right now. No more orders are being taken. Shipping 2021.
Yeah. So bless you, Justin.
I'm a sneezy boy today. I'm a sneezy boy.
Owen brings up an interesting thought, and I know that you've got some opinions. Because we've talked about this off camera, but Owen says, I don't know if I'm a big fan of Obi and Darth meeting pre-episode 4.
I agree, and I don't think they will.
Yeah, I think that's just some concept art.
Or maybe it's like a nightmare or a vision or a flashback or something in that realm.
Right. But, I mean, like when they make concept art, the characters and everything can change. And it could be misdirect as well because just like, with the Mandalorian stuff where it was Plo Koon instead of Luke Skywalker. So who really knows it if, that like they're actually going to meet and fight. But yeah, I honestly wouldn't like that. I don't think it would make sense. It would totally take all of the emotion and weight of their final encounter in A New Hope away. So
when I last left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Or they're going to they're going to go back in special edition, the line in the first film where Vader says, I sense something. Presence I haven't felt since last week when I fought you on Kenobi on Disney Plus.
When I fought you on Tatooine in front of Lars and Aunt Beru, and C-3PO was there.
Yes.
Yeah. I would not be a fan of that. And at this point, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just going to be concept art at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Logan Scott said, "Did you see the sneak peek on Disney Plus?" I haven't.
Are you talking about the sizzle reel?
Oh, is there a sizzle reel?
Yeah. It's basically just this little thing on Disney Plus. It like shows off the concept art and it has Ewan saying a few words along with Deborah. And Ewan does say taking another swing at each other when he's talking about Hayden coming back. But I genuinely think like you were saying, like that's either misdirection or it's like a dark vision, nightmare, something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a nightmare vision, that sort of thing, that's cool. But hey, Michael, how's it going? But yeah, so
we have a new member, CT Fulcrum. What's up?
Hey, CT.
Welcome.
Thank you for becoming a member of the Basement Dweller Army.
Yep. Now
you are now a shiny. Quentin Mims asks, what are your guys' thoughts on the Hot Toys Captain Vaughn, which we need in Black Series? Of course, it looks amazing.
We need it in Black Series.
Yeah, we need it in Black Series.
Put the visor on. Call it Captain Vaughn. I'll buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But, let's jump back into some of my recent pickups here. I don't have much this week. The first thing I wanted to say, though, was if you haven't checked out my review already, I did a review.
True.
For the Diamond Select.
Very true.
Sauron Build-A-Figure here. Epic figure if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, or if you just want to watch the video and drop a like because you're a fan of the channel, I'd appreciate it.
I agree.
I'd really appreciate it. But I did get 2 Star Wars things this week. Nothing good, but at Walmart, of course, they've been getting those like Galaxy of Heroes figures for like $5 a piece. My local Walmart already completely wiped out. The only one that was left was a lone Darth Vader.
Nice. I do like the animated look.
Yeah. Darth Vader was the one I wanted. I've always wanted to take these figures for just like a little test drive, you know, just get one and see how it is. And Vader was the one I always wanted, so I was happy to find just one left. And honestly, it looks it's very Rebels-esque.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
This is a 5-inch figure, by the way. It's single jointed elbows, single jointed knees, no chest articulation, but yeah, it literally looks like a Rebels Vader. So I was like, this is kind of badass. And so I picked that one up. I'm not going to get any more in the line. I just wanted to have one just to see how it was, you know, because love my Star Wars toys. So speaking of which, this is another figure that some people might think I'm just insane, but I did also end up picking up the Diamond Select Darth Maul here.
He's cheesing. He's cheesing for the camera.
Yeah, I wish it would focus in on him.
That's such a silly face. Like it's not a bad looking figure, but the face is so silly.
Yeah, he's really just has like the biggest grin on his face, which I get what they were going for, because like if you tilt the head down and like make him look forward, it's kind of not horrible, but you tilt his head up or make him look any direction and he just looks like he's smiling at you. It's not very intimidating. But I wanted to pick it up because I'm going to be doing a review of the Stormtrooper Diamond Select. Just haven't posted it. So I wanted to have, I already have Boba Fett, so I wanted to have Maul to do a comparison between the 3 of them so far. And Maul ended up being on clearance for like $14. So
look out, Black Series.
Yeah, look out.
Better watch your back.
Yeah. Okay, so the head Black Series wins. As far as Phantom Menace, between the 2 figures, they pretty much have the exact same articulation. So the original Phantom Menace Maul and this, almost identical articulation. The Diamond Select has a little bit more sculpt work to it and comes with way more accessories. You get some fists, you get some open hands, and you also get like swooshing lightsaber effects.
Right.
But I think the face is so bad on this that it pretty much ruins the figure.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's not horrible, but it's definitely, once you got a taste of like the archive Maul with photoreal, yeah, there's no going back. And this figure is definitely not better than the comic book Maul that came out. The just Maul, Sith Apprentice, I think was what it was. Sith Apprentice. So yeah, I got that figure there for just comparison's sake. But
not bad.
I actually really do like Diamond Select's figures. I think where they suffer is human faces or humanoid faces and articulation. But paint apps and sculpted details, they always kill it. Yeah, Riley, this just came out. It's on Shop Disney right now. It's $35. You get a mouse droid, some alternate hands, 3 blasters, and some blast effects. But it is 7-inch scale, so it is significantly bigger than all of your Black Series figures. You cannot fudge this into the display.
Yeah.
It's way too big to fudge into the display.
And people are genuinely saying, like, watch out, Black Series.
Right.
Watch out.
Here's
a little PSA. They have 3 figures in 2 years. They have 3 figures.
That's exactly what I was going to say was, they've had the Star Wars 7-inch license for 2 years now, and they've made 3 figures. So, Diamond Select Boba Fett is great. I do think that is genuinely an awesome figure. And like I said, I do like Diamond Select. They kill it on certain figures.
Yeah.
like let's see, I just have him sitting right here, like Gimli. I think Gimli is pretty great, even with the human face, but awesome. I think they do great work. It's just not super consistent.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gentugo, that's you see, now I can put this in the NECA display. I could have this stormtrooper being killed by Jason, fighting a predator, fighting an alien. That's what you get into when you get into the 7-inch line. That's what I use mine for. I mix them in with my NECA stuff. So
nice.
And then lastly, my final pickup of the week is a Pokemon release, and that is the Pokemon Selects Articuno.
Nice.
So
I was just checking out Wolfstalkers, David's review of that.
Yep, Wolfstalkers got a review of it. I haven't opened it yet because I'm in the middle of moving, so there's no point in me opening this figure at the moment. But yeah, I'm a pretty big Pokemon fan, and those figures from Jazzwares have been awesome so far. The Charizard is awesome. I did a review of it on the channel. Yeah. If anyone's curious about it. And so my next one was Articuno, and it's a great looking figure. Articuno is one of my favorite Pokemon as well. And I hope they do the other two birds. And I hope we, get some other deeper cut Pokemon, not just from Generation 1. So,
yeah. Thank you, Section 7 Century, for the $1.99 super sticker.
Thank you
very much. The red thumbs up. Thank you. I've been forgetting to play clips, so this is for all of you. This is for all of you who have donated.
I don't have anything else, but credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
Credits will do fine.
No, they won't. A Toydarian. I'm a Toydarian.
Thank you, Section. It's your first time being in the live, and you're already donating, so that means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yes, and maybe you could help me with some deadbeats that owe me a lot of money.
And you get to hear Nate's Watto impression.
Yeah, but I can only ever say phrases, so I'm not a good voice actor. I can't say non-movie dialogue in that voice.
Oh, all right.
It's hard.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard.
I think David's getting a little crunk. I think Mr. Edge is getting a little homemade moonshine. David's enjoying himself over in the UK right now. I'm seeing his little comments here.
Make that in your tub? Isn't that what they do? People make moonshine in a bathtub?
Yeah.
Let's see. Darth Freddy asked, anyone here live near Washington State? I know there's some people that live around that area that are fans of the channel. I was just visiting that area, so nice area. I like it.
Yeah, I actually have a little something. Because you know me, it's not going to be... Let me add a banner. It's not going to be an Out of the Basement live stream if we don't have a Lego build update. So, my birthday was a couple weeks ago, and I got some Lego sets from my mom and girlfriend, and I've been building those, and I just want to show them off.
Uh-oh, Lego time.
First, we have Luke's X-Wing.
He's not getting into it, guys. He's not getting into it, though.
Hiya!
Keep it in mind. He's not getting into it.
Foils in attack position. All right. So,
nice.
Very cool. Luke. Little spot for R2. This is just super cool. I just like the little button here that like puts the foils up.
Right. And
stands on the bottom. Really helpful. I actually didn't grab my other one, so I'll be right back.
Nice. What a fake fan. He didn't even grab all of his Legos. Yep. All these Legos. He's not getting into it, though. He's not getting into it.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
He is not getting into it. Right, chat? Oh, he's back. He's back, chat. He's back. Everyone.
It's the Slave One.
Whoa.
Or is it Boba Fett Starship?
Or is it Fire Spray something?
Or is it a toy? I don't know. This is dope.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I love to get this representation in the line because we're never going to get in the collection because we are never going to get something like this in the Black Series. So it's like, that's my logic with Lego. I still want representation for like the iconic ships. Since it seems like we're not going to get an X-Wing in the Black Series, we obviously would not get the Slave One.
Right, right.
But yeah, I like Lego. I've always liked Lego, never denied it.
He's always liked Lego.
But yeah, so I got that and the Mandalorian Starfighter, but I showed that last week. So those are my two new builds.
Nice.
And yeah, we also have a super chat from Black Series Bro BSB. Hey guys, I am moving out soon and about to open my entire collection to minimize the amount of boxes. What's the best way to move loose figures? Nate, you moved. What'd you do?
Well, for a lot of my figures, like all of my NECA stuff and like McFarlane toys, I painstakingly put them all back in the box and moved them in their respective boxes. But I have so many Black Series figures that it's just not possible to put them all back in the package and move. So what I do is I get a big plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag. And depending on how long you're going to keep them in storage, you might want to individually bag them. But for me, I usually put all the figures in one big bag, and then I put all the accessories in another big bag. But for long-term purposes, I would recommend everything be separated. Like, each figure gets a little baggy. But if you're just moving and you're just going to take them out right away, yeah, I just put them in big Ziploc bags, and then I put those in big totes, and then I carry those over. So
yeah,
it's easily the best way to do it. And I separate out the accessories. I usually don't put the accessories in like a box or anything. Like I will literally just carry the bag in my hand and make sure it's safe, because accessories are, you don't want those to get bent up or anything like that.
Or lost. Yeah.
Right. Or lost.
Now, of course, everyone's saying I'm going to get the $800 deluxe UCS AT-AT. No. You know what's funny about that is people will literally spend $800 on an AT-AT and then freak out about a 1/12 scale Rancor.
True.
That is $350.
Although I did see some disdain.
Yeah,
disgruntled Lego collectors about that, but there's been a bunch of $800 Lego sets in the past, or like $500. I know there was that like big Millennium Falcon set, and the Imperial Star Destroyer, wasn't that $800 too?
Yeah, I think there was one set that was the same price. I can't remember. I was watching some video about it, but yeah, like the Millennium Falcon is definitely up there as well.
Yeah, I don't think Millennium Falcon was 8. I think it was 5, if memory serves me to any degree. So,
okay. I mean, obviously, that's not something I'm gonna buy.
Right.
I like every Lego set that I've purchased, besides like the Duel on Mandalore, has been purchased for a discount or given to me as a gift. Mm-hmm. So I'm totally not going to be that person who is buying every set for seasons, because they come in seasons. Mm-hmm. And there's actually only one other easily available set that I would be like, I would pick that up. And that's the Imperial Shuttle. That's like the only other one that's like sort of readily available, because it actually just went on sale from 70 to 56. So I'm totally fine waiting for sales and stuff. So
yeah, I wish that throne room set wasn't so expensive, because that's usually the one that catches my eye.
Oh, with Vader and Luke and the Royal Guards.
Well, you know me.
Yeah. What's up, Sleeping Collectibles? Nice to see you.
Hey, Sleeping. How's it going? But yeah, I mean, I know that those Lego sets that are very expensive are huge, but still, it's the principle of paying so much money for plastic.
But it went from 70 to 56 Sleeping, so it's on a $14 discount now. Yeah. So,
but I feel like Legos don't go too much lower. I feel like they get discounted once, and that's usually when they fly. For most sets.
And that's the time. like if all I have to do is sit around and wait for the previous season to go on sale, like I have no problem. It's not like a Black Series figure where it's like I need that like right away.
Right.
So it's not like I'm jumping off the deep end, but it's something I definitely enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And contrary, I have enjoyed Lego periodically throughout my life. It's just recent years I had not been into Lego at all.
Right.
Just recently I kind of had the itch, and I think that was propelled by they are so easy to find. They are incredibly easy to find when
True.
it comes to like their brand new product. And here we go again with
every week. Why us?
Moderators, help me.
Don't click the links. For the love of God.
They know not to click the links.
I need to say it.
Although you'd be surprised by the visa disputes that come through at the bank. Local hot girls in my area totally didn't want me. Need to file a visa dispute. And yeah, that is a good point. Lego prices based on piece count. That's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah, but still.
I agree, David. Sleeping is a lovely guy. I'm glad he's
isn't he?
So the Millennium Falcon was 800. Only other set for that much. I knew that video I've watched. Oh, the Star Destroyer was 600.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Do you have either of those? Did you pull the trigger, Mark? Lego sets.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I think they definitely do.
I remember there was like a controversy with a Lego YouTuber. I do not know who it is, but that he was against scalping, but then he made a video of him purchasing 100 501st battle packs and going to stores and buying every single 501st battle pack, like the one that I have that comes with the ATRT, which like it ended up being, you could find those everywhere and they're still readily available. They're only $24. It's a great set, but there's scalpers for everything. So, I mean, there's scalpers for shoes. There's scalpers for like other children's toys. Like, remember that egg thing?
Yeah.
That people were reselling for like 300% or whatever it was.
Right.
Later, Jayhawk.
See you, Jayhawk. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us today. But yeah, it's scalpers are unavoidable in anything that can be collected. So it's unfortunate, and obviously some hobbies are worse than others. Exactly. See, Frobafett, I saved you though. You didn't click on it this time. But it's unfortunate, but that's why you just got to stoop to scalper levels and use things like Brickseek and rest in peace Pop Finder. But before
in peace Pop Finder.
Pop Finder used to be the GOAT for finding especially stuff at Target, but yeah, scalpers do suck. They are not cool.
I can't that is kind of weird.
What?
The hang on, where did it go? My chat just refreshed and now I'm losing it. I've lost it. There's too much chat. Not really. Keep chatting. It's fine. All right, you can go ahead. It got buried.
Now I don't know what I was saying.
I don't know what comment I was looking at because it refreshed and then I lost it.
Yeah, Mark says.
Do it.
Oh, so Mark does have both of those sets and the Cantina set, which is an unbelievable set. The Cantina, it does look amazing.
Yeah, that does look amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was talking about Pop Finder. Like,
rest in peace, Pop Finder.
What happened to Pop Finder?
Dude, those
because it was better than Brickseek. But now it's dead. And it all started with the whole PS4 Xbox fiasco when they were like, we can't show people inventory because it's not safe.
Right. I think that's honestly what killed them. Like when it was just
Black Series isn't PlayStation. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Maybe the creators behind the website or something got like a guilty conscience.
Yeah. Jonathan saying Pop Finder still works, but only for single figures like Deluxe. Yeah, because I remember it worked for Jar Jar.
Right.
But like the general Black Series, it doesn't work.
But still,
just started building the ultimate collector's gunship. Yeah, that's such an epic set. The LAT gunship is like one of my favorite vehicles in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be down for that. Someone send it to me, and I would gladly build it. Gladly.
Yeah. Completely free of charge, of course.
To
our non-existent PO box, because PO boxes are way too expensive.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Ikar Keskin Mander Productions is the guy you're talking about, and he wasn't scalping. He campaigned to get the set and army built it.
But I think there's a line where...
But there's a line, and he did... There was like this little comparison video that I saw where he was like, you should never buy X amount of sets because kids should be able to have a chance or whatever. And then it just cuts to him buying 100 out in the wild, mind you. I think that definitely...
Right. It's like, or at least don't say things like that and then go instantly do that.
Because like we could talk, since we have more authority to talk on like Black Series, like, also, what's up, Jason P. Patchen? Nice to see you in here. We could kind of switch that to Black Series and be like, where do you draw the line on like it? You're not even scalping, because scalping means you're purchasing something. So like, I get what you're saying.
Right.
It's not scalping if you're not like reselling, but I still find an issue with buying everything, especially going store to store to store and just buying everything. So, for example, if you were trying to army build like the Remnant Stormtrooper, the Target exclusive Remnant Stormtrooper Black Series, like where do you draw the line? This for you as well, chat. Like if you are genuinely an army builder collector, where do you draw the line where it like becomes wrong with how much you're purchasing? Because some people would probably say there's no limit. If you're genuinely army building, you know, the world is your oyster, or whatever that saying is.
Right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Bounty Killer is asking who has the archive SKUs again. Yakface.com. Just check out the master SKU list on his website.
Yeah.
But then Jonathan Anderson said, did you see the QC issues with the TVC Stormtrooper 4-pack? I have. And honestly, I'm pretty scared to get my set.
Yeah. That doesn't look good.
I hope it's... I'm hoping it's going to be a situation where, you know, it's just so happens that like these really bad QC images got out there of some like really bad examples, but overall, like the sets aren't completely terrible. I'm hoping it's a situation like that, but we'll see. I'll be getting a pack of those, so I'll find out soon enough. I'd have to imagine.
Fugman says 3 to 4. I think that's fair because, like, if I wanted to army build the 501st, I feel like, and I went from store to store and I found them, I don't know, because it's an archive. Like, I don't know where I would draw the line. Fugman says 3 to 4. Frobafett says in store I draw the line at 3 army building. Clio Dog says 2 to 4. That's fair. 3 to 4 in store for me. Online as many as you want. That's a good point, and I would agree as well. I was a little worried that we would get some crap for having 2 of the, because I just feel like there would always be that one person to be like, oh, you're not going to help someone out in the community. You're going to keep both of your artillery stormtroopers and both of your clone shock troopers. Like, no, online, it's a different game. So I'll gladly take my 2 shocky boys.
Hey, I have my shock trooper right here. Just one though, one open.
Nice.
But
quick little update. I removed the pauldron. Lukeness, if you're still in here, I watched your video. And I removed the pauldron on one of my shock troopers. And now it just looks like a Clone Wars figure. So
I think
I would recommend if you have 2.
I was gonna say I think I might do that with my second one as well. But
yeah.
I mean, with troopers, I always like to have 2. I just like the uniform look of having 2. But I don't go crazy. Like I know Dai was saying that they dislike army building people aside from you guys, but I really wouldn't say we're army builders. I think like I just get 2 two of every trooper pretty much, and that's where I typically end it. Unless I really, really like a trooper, where I'll pick up a third or a fourth maybe. But honestly, I think the only trooper I have like more than two of is Scout Trooper.
Yeah. What's up, Skywalker Hendrix? I actually showed off your gift to me, your birthday gift to me earlier. So thank you so much for that. Again, Skywalker, it's a killer custom. And I will take clones as well.
Oh, that was awesome.
This is my Walgreens exclusive 212th right here.
Great work.
It's my placeholder. Yeah, sleeping, I feel that. However, I do like, because what about the situation where it was like the 2008 Clone Wars Target exclusive carded Clone Wars figures where there was Obi-Wan, Anakin, Echo, and Clone Pilot Hawk. My worry with that is that stores get such a limited amount of stock, and then people are going to say, well, I need one to keep on card, one to open. That's like almost like, because it's a carded figure and it's exclusive and it's horrible distribution, super hard to find.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most, like, that whole experience, like, from a collecting standpoint, because there are far more stressful things outside of collecting, but just in collecting, that was like one of the most stressful, like, collecting memories I have. Is Vader X Bricks. If you're in here, we were going to Target at like 8 a.m. every morning. Yep. And they're just, come back tomorrow. They're not here. Oh, truck's going to be late. I, like, seriously, that is one of the most stressful, like, Black Series experiences that I've ever had, is trying to secure those Clone Wars figures with no pre-orders.
Right. Yeah. But still, it's like, I guess, well, we're both like this, but, you know, we're the kinds of collectors, though, if there's another collector in the store,
right?
Like, because there are times when you bump into other collectors, it's like, in that moment, if I was holding two Echoes in my hand, one to open, one to keep, I would want to give the one Echo to the other collector to help them out with their collection. Whereas, you know, we've literally had people right in our face, like with Hondo, where that guy was like, oh, this is for my brother.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
That is my philosophy as well. Like, because I will secure figures for Nate.
Right.
And Nate will secure figures for me. But our golden rule is that if there are other collectors there that are actively, like, trying to get that stuff, then I'm not allowing anyone to do anything, but I would make it to where I just get my stuff and go. But we did have that negative experience with the guy who took both Hondos when I was there, and I didn't get a Hondo, which I did later that morning. But still, it's like, oh, I need one for my brother. Yeah, your brother eBay and your great aunt Mercari. So
and it's like, well, your brother's not here. If your brother is a collector and they want this figure, they can get their ass out of bed or find a way to get over there. You know, we both work full-time jobs, and we still find time to hunt down these figures and find them out in the wild. So if we can do it, I think anyone can do it for the most part.
Yeah. I would agree with that, Joseph Bet, though. It's resellers and scalpers are a much bigger problem, and it's like, it's such an unreliable thing. Like, imagine putting that much effort for such a small return on the grand scheme of things. Like, literally get into stocks. Like, if you're that kind of, like, person, like, you're on your grind, man, you're trying to make your cheddar cheese. Like, that's such a small return, scalping. Because I remember when our local Target said that Obi-Wan Kenobi was in stock, I remember someone took the case and just walked out with it. That's what, or at least that's what the employees said.
Yeah. Stole it, by the way, not purchased.
Yeah. Like, walked out with the entire case, probably only to resell those.
Right.
Such a small return.
Yeah. But it's,
and there's never anyone, I want someone in here to be a scalper so they can explain themselves. Like, we never meet scalpers because I think they're probably ashamed of what they do. So it's like, they would never actually come out and say, like, yeah, I'm one of those people who wait for the exclusives to come in stores. I wait out at line at 7:30 in the morning and I go and I buy as much as I can, only with the sole intent to resell.
Yep.
No one ever admits it. No one
Right.
ever admits that's what they do. But I want someone to like comment and explain themselves. But I know none of you guys are scalpers in here.
Right.
It's a mystery, and I just want to know, like, how much do you make, man, doing that after shipping in this time
or
of high shipping costs?
Right. And or even if they're like a reseller and they have, like, for instance, the person we've been talking about, there's a local reseller that has a shop a couple towns over that is filled with toys and stuff. But recently I've confirmed that this person does in fact go store to store and buys figures in a store to resell at his shop for like $2 to $5 extra. And I discovered this because out of nowhere, this person randomly got a shipment of hyper real Star Wars figures, the Vader and the Luke, which were recently at Ollie's for $30. And just out of nowhere, I've got some new inventory. Hey, 4 of each, which that's also the case assortment is 4 per case. So I was like, okay, so you're driving cities away, like 2 cities over, to go to an Ollie's to buy up all the stock, to drive back to your shop and to sell them for $10 extra. It's like, what is the point in that? There's so little profit involved that I just don't understand why someone would choose to make that, the way they make money is by literally making, after you factor in gas, time, all that stuff. It's like, what are you making off of charging $10 extra on some figures?
Right. Owen, I got 2 words for you. DoorDash. If you ever want to get that extra side hustle, DoorDash, bro, that's the best. It's probably not the best, but I would agree. It's such a small return.
Yeah, but also, I do want to just say, don't get it wrong. And if a figure does have value down the road, like absolutely sell that figure for that price. Don't, that's like just
you wouldn't sell like a Anakin or something for $20, right? Because that is accrued a genuine value. Years have gone past, and that's what people are willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
But scalping is specifically, it's like when things first come out, it's like you're just preying on people's desperation.
Yeah.
But that is true, David. Target has been like making some small steps towards good things.
That's very true. Gilster scored Archive Princess Leia. Awesome. That looks like a great figure. I can't wait to have it in hand and do a review.
B-Tech Bradford, I'm starting to lose interest in Star Wars and collecting. Any tips? That's no problem. If you're losing interest, there's no reason to stay in.
Yeah.
There's tons of things.
I mean, if you're framing the question in that you want to stay interested, at least as far as the collecting side of things, I mean, maybe dip your toes into a different line of figures. If you like a movie property or something and you've never had like a NECA figure, maybe grab like a NECA or try out Lego.
Say dip your toes. Someone say dip your toes.
Right. I
just broke the landing gear.
I personally don't get bored of collecting, but I also do every once in a while. I'll dip my toes into something. I'll just, I'll buy one figure, have some fun with it, and then, sell it off a few months later or use it as some trade bait or something.
Right.
So, but as far as like losing interest in Star Wars, I mean, maybe check out some comic books, like steer away from the movies or TV if that's what you're getting, losing interest in. Try out some comic books. Try out some of the books. There's a lot of great Star Wars content that's not just movies and TV. Try out a video game. Have you ever played KOTOR 1? That's always a good thing to start.
9 Numb.
Yep, 49er Brian stopping in for some 9 support, of course. We're right there with you, buddy. We're right there with you.
Seems like the gas would cost more than the amount they make on each figure. I honestly, I have no tolerance. Some people are like, because when they go to resell and it's like they claim that they're helping collectors and then they charge like a finder's fee, a gas fee, a yada yada.
Yeah, they want a tip.
It's like you're already out hunting on your own free will. You're not like grocery shopping, Grubhubbing for someone. Like that's what I say. Like it's not a Black Series delivery service that you're providing. Like if you truly wanted to help out a fellow collector, it would be retail plus shipping. And I don't care about your gas money, a tip, or a finder's fee. I really like with the collecting community. Like I'm not even a fan of CHC. I'll say it live. You heard it here, folks. Even though Nate has,
I've personally benefited from CHC, so
I don't like CHC either.
I definitely. Now, the one thing about CHC that does really bug me, though, is when someone buys the figure from the store, takes it home, posts a picture, says, does anyone want this retail plus shipping? If not, I'm going to return it to the store. Mm-hmm. It's like, why'd you buy it in the first place?
Right.
That part of CHC, I'm like, okay, that's kind of dumb. But What's up, Nathaniel? It's nice to see you. Glad you could stop in and hang out on the stream.
I just feel like with CHC collectors helping collectors, we already have such horrible distribution, and then there's just all these things that I feel like make it even worse. So like they take a picture of the toy aisle and they use all these hashtags, and there's a potential like thousands and thousands of people now have access to this like easy like, oh, now I get to see the whole toy section. And I don't know, like maybe that makes the horrible distribution even worse. That now with the hashtags, it's like thousands of people can look at that toy section and be like, I want this and that. And it's not just one person. It could be multiple people getting different things. And then this person is literally buying everything and distributing it out. Way too much effort just on I'm trying to be a good citizen and help out. Like that is just way too much effort in my opinion. And I typically don't like help people out because it's just so much. Like I have to go find a box. I have to take it to the post office. I have to do this and that. And it's like, if I do it for one person, then it's like all these other people are going to start asking, and it's like whenever like, and then they do it to themselves, take a picture, yada yada. But I'm like, we already have horrible distribution, so like do you think that contributes to it and makes it even worse? And maybe that's why you genuinely can't find anything on store shelves, especially when it comes to Black Series.
I mean, I think it could, but I also don't think that the CHC movement is like as big as maybe we think it is, because it's just kind of on Twitter. And, ultimately, like, Twitter doesn't have like, not everyone in America or whatever uses Twitter. So like the movement is there, but I honestly just don't see it as something that's as wide of a scale as, we might perceive it to be. But who's to say? I mean, I definitely see your side. I would agree with you that it could definitely be causing distribution issues with these people buying everything up. And even though they're reselling it to collectors, maybe there's another local collector that wants those figures and can never get them because this one guy keeps buying everything to distribute to his friends. So, I mean, I definitely can see that perspective being like a real issue.
Because a lot of the times, like, people who are ultimately scalpers, which is why I feel like we never hear from people who are, like, straight up scalpers, because I feel like people with that mindset truly, like, have it in their head that they're, like, this saint and they are gracing other collectors with finding figures for them. So it's like the whole thing, like if you buy up a whole case of Remnant Stormtroopers, but you genuinely are putting it online and selling it to people for retail plus shipping. Is that still wrong? Because at the end of the day, for me, I'm not a fan of buying up stock. I am a purist when it comes to, I want to go to the store and just find Remnant Stormtrooper and purchase said Remnant Stormtrooper. Why do we have to like buy everything and then redistribute it? It's like such an unnecessary middleman.
Right.
And
with exactly like with the Remnant Stormtrooper, I remember I bought one offline, and then I saw an entire case in stores. Didn't grab a single extra one. I just left them there. I was like, I got my one. But it's really hard to say, you know.
Do you mean CHC, Fig?
Yes.
It stands for Collectors Helping Collectors. So it's like I was kind of saying earlier, like people take a picture of the toy aisle and then post it and put all these hashtags on it. So like all these people who look on those hashtags can see like what people are taking pictures of, and then they message them like, hey, pick this up for me. And then they buy it all and then redistribute it.
Yep. Also, I wanted to quickly answer Michael Cherry's question earlier. He said, is it okay to sell my Thrawn Funko Pop that I bought 4 years ago for $150 because I don't collect Pops anymore? Yeah, like we said, if a figure does have genuine value down the road, it's absolutely okay to sell it for whatever it's going for. There's nothing wrong with that because that's a genuine value. It's not a temporary artificially inflated value because the distribution hasn't caught up with the figure. But yeah, you know, it's certainly something that there's two sides of the coin. And like I said, I've personally benefited from collectors helping collectors. So I don't want to badmouth it and say it's not necessarily a good thing because it's helped me out, you know? So I wouldn't have been able to get the Walmart exclusive. Well, I ended up finding it in stores a few weeks later, of course. But at the time, I didn't think I was going to be able to find the Walmart exclusive McFarlane Warhammer Space Marine. So I was just super desperate to get that figure. But sleeping, it was challenging to get. I remember I woke up for work because I wake up every day at 6 a.m. And I actually just, again, had success with this method of, you know, I just happened to wake up early. So woke up at 6 a.m. That's how I got my Remnant Trooper, because it was just sitting in stock on Target's website. And then that's how I also recently pulled the trigger on Bad Batch Rex, because again, I woke up at 6 a.m. I was looking at my phone before I jumped in the shower, and I see Captain Rex is sitting there, add to cart. So I was like, okay, I will.
Yeah. I think I would only get the Rex if I found it in store.
Yeah. I mean, I get that.
Even then, it's like number 59 is already such a masterpiece of a figure. I just feel like I don't need the Rex. But yeah, Jay, I mean, if you like it, that's more power to you. But I just think number 59 is like the quintessential, like, flatline. Like, it's the only one I need.
Yeah. But
100%.
Yeah, I wanted to pick it up for the channel. That's what I'm saying. It's for the channel. It's for
the review.
That
is true as well. That is true as well.
We're a Black Series channel, and I've never really, just saying it to you, like, I would like to have like a genuine, awesome catalog of Black Series figure reviews. Like, I mean, I think our review pool goes pretty deep. I wouldn't say review them all, because there's definitely a ton of figures I would not touch with a 10-foot pole, but
right. Yeah, I'm sorry that you've missed out on it, Jen.
But I just want to say though, Amazon does restock their exclusives more than once, so don't give up hope just yet. Because who's to say, in a month from now, a week from now, that it's not just going to be sitting there again for $24.99. So. But yeah, oh man, Rhino Hobbies. That had to sting, considering how great of a job. I mean, I have to say it was a great job on Target and Hasbro's behalf to pretty much have open pre-orders for all the Cobra Island figures. Might have taken them a year to do it, but they did it. And that again is just proof that, especially when it comes to Hasbro, never pay scalper prices for anything. They're a billion-dollar company that wants to make a ton of money. Chances are will release that figure again. Maybe it'll be the exact same figure. Maybe it'll have some minor differences to it, but chances are you'll see that figure again.
Yeah, Nathaniel asked, what's the difference for you guys from picking up a figure online than in store? The shipping prices or seeing it in stores? Well, the difference is, yeah, obviously you don't have to pay shipping. But most of the time, like if you have Amazon Prime, free 2-day shipping.
Right.
That's where I get most of my regular pre-orders is Amazon, because they also have very reliable release dates compared to like Big Bad or Dorkside. But it is better, obviously, to find in the store. Sometimes it's cheaper. Like if you find stuff at Walmart, they just recently did the price increase, but for the longest time they were selling Black Series for $17.88. And in our state, even after tax, it was less than $20 a figure. Now they're $22.99, but even then, like the archive stuff that we found was on sale and both were under $20. So, I mean, $19.97, but still, like,
yeah,
in stores, definitely better.
Yeah, and I also think, though, for some things on the fence, like being able to see it with your own eyes in stores, also, I mean, there's been
paint apps.
Right. There's been figures that I've passed on online, like they're in stock online, but when I actually see it in store and get it to like actually see the physical figure with my own eyeballs, like sometimes I'll make some decisions about like, I wasn't planning on it, but actually this does look pretty awesome in real life.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's probably what's going to happen to me with Obi-Wan. As soon as I see the archive Revenge of the Sith, probably the first time in store, I'm going to go, okay, I can't resist anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, but
100%.
Yeah. So,
Joe's Phase 1 clones popping up at Ollie's? Is that true?
I haven't seen anything about that. But
if that's like the new body Attack of the Clones one, that would be awesome.
But the thing about
those.
The thing about Ollie's though is that if the Phase 1 clone trooper is in like a wave, like a case pack with like some really undesirable characters, they can show up. Like for instance, when our local
Rex.
Ollie's opened up for the first time, I found a Rex for $5.99.
Yep.
But that's because the case that Rex was included with was filled with garbage figures.
Yep.
Or just not necessarily like super desirable, because also the Royal Guard was in there, which is a great figure. But
yeah,
if the Phase 1 clone is in like a case assortment that doesn't have like fantastic figures in it, then yeah, there's always a chance it could end up at Ollie's.
Oh, it's the Walgreens exclusive doo-doo one.
Oh,
Lieutenant.
Okay,
now it makes sense. It makes sense. We also have a $4.99 super chat from Phoba Fett. Thank you so much. Phobo. Every time I see that name, I think of the Pokemon. Is it Wobbuffet?
Yeah, Wobbuffet.
They just says its own name. Local toy show yesterday, I sold SDCC Jabba Throne Room. Kind of sad to see it go, but buyer was super excited. Sold it very, very fair price. I would be excited if I saw that for a fair price as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Why'd you sell? That's a great set. That's the one with the hookah and all that. Oh, he's getting
salacious.
Oh, it's for us. It's for us. Super chat. Okay.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
But American Warrior Luke asked, do y'all think we'll be getting another Black Series vehicle anytime soon? Probably not.
Find this comment.
It's right above Frobofet's super chat.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna slap a probably not on that one.
Yep.
I think the vehicles they don't sell well. They don't sell well. So
which sucks.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we will see more vehicles, but they are just getting fewer and farther between, because they don't have anything to reuse. Those are always like, no matter what, the 6-inch vehicles are going to have to be 100% brand new.
Scout Trooper Mandalorian repaint.
Okay, but I'm talking about the vehicle line, not the deluxe figure, the vehicle line. Luke's land
That's a
speeder, Rey's
vehicle.
speeder bike, Dewback, Snow speeder, Emphas Nest. All 5 of those are non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, Richard, too damn big. That's probably why the majority of people, that and price.
Yep.
I mean, the snow speeder, epic piece.
Right, but it is huge. It is literally huge. So it's like one of those things where, you know, there's not a lot of people just don't have space for it.
Even an X-Wing, I don't think they're going to do an X-Wing because an X-Wing is longer than the TIE Fighter. It might even be more plastic than a TIE Fighter altogether.
It could.
Because obviously, I can't say it's bigger because obviously the TIE Fighter's taller, but like just with the X-Wing, with the 4 wings and how long it is, I almost think it's unrealistic for them to do an X-Wing. But the fact that they did a TIE Fighter, I'm like,
yeah.
But what if they did a sequel trilogy X-Wing? What if it was like Poe's? Then it's obviously an easy pass. But if it was Luke's...
Yeah, I think that would have happened had the First Order TIE Fighter sold well. But since that tanked, I think if they did do an X-Wing, it would be original trilogy X-Wing.
Yeah. I would so be down for that. Gen 2 Go, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, the Snow Speeder is fantastic. Worth every single penny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree though, Riley. They could do like Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. I feel like that's small enough because it's like a single fighter. It's small, compact. I'd be down for Anakin's. And they could repaint it and call it Obi-Wan's. Although I'm sure it's ever so slightly different.
Right.
David says it'd only be a HasLab.
Yeah,
for X-Wing. I could see that.
Yep. Tomas asks, I'm looking at the red box Forlom for the price of a deluxe figure. Worth it? Like as in $29.99?
I'd say so. I love Forlom.
Yeah, I'd say if it's $29.99, Forlom's probably worth it. Love that Forlom figure, and honestly, that is one of the figures where it's like, you know, the 40th of Empire came and went, and they didn't re-release any of the bounty hunters.
Right.
So, yeah, I would say $29. If it's $29.99, absolutely.
Yeah, Nathaniel, no, there's just no space for that.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of real estate.
Yeah.
They look great though, but yeah, I mean, ultimately that's why Justin and I are always kind of like, you know, we talked about it on the last episode to Figure It Out, where if the Super Battle Droid came out in the Mandalorian package first, we wouldn't be offended because we're just going to take it out of the package and put the package in a box somewhere. But I know there'd be people out there that would want to have it, you know, matching in like Attack of the Clones.
Right. Michael Cherry, what about an A-Wing? I would want an X-Wing before we get an A-Wing. I'd say no. I'd say no to A-Wing. I would be down for an A-Wing, but it's like we got to at least get the X-Wing first. If they did an A-Wing with no X-Wing, I'm like, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I think, it just wouldn't be, probably wouldn't sell very well either, in all honesty.
Yeah. All right, Jay. Time for some Star Wars history lesson. Difference between Loyalists, Death Watch, and Night Owls. Do you mean in the Black series, or do you mean the actual like lore? Because lore-wise, Death Watch is the splinter faction of House Vizsla that were like terrorists essentially, and they wanted to bring back the old ways, the old warrior ways of the Mandalorians. It's almost kind of similar to like Din. Like they really like the Children of the Watch. It's not the same thing, but they want to like hold on to those old values. So Death Watch were like the blue Mandos. So it's like Pre Vizsla and like his faction. But then when Darth Maul killed Pre Vizsla and claimed the Darksaber and claimed to be the ruler of Mandalore, Death Watch splintered between The ones who stayed loyal to Maul, which were the Mandalorian Super Commandos, they had the red, like Crimson Dawn over their helmet. Some of them had the spikes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones that remained loyal to Bo-Katan and basically remained loyal to Mandalore, you know, no outsider shall ever rule Mandalore. Those are the ones that stayed loyal to Bo. And then Night Owls specifically is also like the female Mandalorian warriors of House Kryze, like Bo-Katan's faction. So I believe all Night Owl Mandos are female. That is why Axe Woves has different. He has a slightly different, like he doesn't have the Night Owl markings on his armor.
Okay.
So that's my.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong on anything.
But Jay followed up and said, "How can you tell from the armor? They have different shoulder logos too."
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's the easiest way. But Night
We also
Owls.
have a new member.
Oh,
go ahead.
Nice. Bounty Killer Customs. Thank you for becoming a member of the Basement Dweller Army. We appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. You're now a shiny. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that, you know, the Night Owls usually have pretty distinct markings too. Like Death Watch is a little bit more subtle, I feel like.
Yeah, and their helmets are like actual shaped to kind of look like an owl.
Right. But
that's why Axe Woves looks different from Casca Reeves and Bo. Yeah, thank you, Bounty Killer Customs, for becoming a member. Let me play you our little welcoming clip.
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. You're both officially being made ARC troopers.
Thank you, Bounty. Thank you.
Yeah. So Jay follows up again, though, and says Black Series Loyalist and Death Watch is confusing. So technically, the Loyalist figure is Death Watch. I'm pretty sure.
Essentially. Like if you watch like Clone Wars Season 7.
Well, there is a picture, like a pre-Vizsla photo, where the exact Mandalorian is standing next to him, like with the exact shoulder markings and everything.
Right. And then the Death Watch Black Series figure is like, it actually has like the three, like, I don't know if it's like 3 claws or like a scratch mark. That's the logo for Death Watch. That's like an actual Death Watch. Because in the Mandalorian show, that's a vision or like a memory, a flashback to like Clone Wars era when Death Watch was still like a functioning faction.
Right.
So I could definitely see how and why that is confusing.
It's the main Wikipedia page of Death Watch has the exact what the Black Series figure was referencing, where they've got the 0 on the one shoulder, and then they've got like the line. They don't have like the 3 claw marks. So, but yeah, they're all Death Watch. It's all Death Watch. So it's just different, and also live action versus animated. They're 2 different, styles.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. It is a live action versus an animation.
Yeah. So
uses your Loyalist opposes Axe. It kind of works. I feel like this new Death Watch Mando is going to work even better for that.
Yeah, but I also think a
little stand-in.
Yeah, but I think it's a matter of time before Axe.
Yeah,
100%. Especially with this updated version of Mando's body with the Death Watch stuff on it. Literally, I think all they'd have to do at this point, alter the colors slightly and give him that photoreal head underneath, and then that's it. It's done.
Yeah. Albert, I would disagree about the Artillery Stormtrooper. It was available for about 2 hours. Not minutes, like I thought I read that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Some of these exclusives run out in minutes, i.e. Artillery Trooper. That is not the case, actually. That was up for about 2 hours. Still not good, because people work, and it's in the middle of a workday, so not defending that, but it was definitely more than minutes.
Yeah, and it restocked a few days later as well. There was a few moments where it came back up for pre-order, like 2 days later, because I know like Fig Fury ended up getting one on that restock a couple days later because I posted it in the Discord. So I mean, yeah, I personally I think when it comes to Black Series figures, I've said this before, but I think it's simply the stores are still not ordering as much as they used to, specifically because of how peg-wormy the sequel trilogy figures were.
Yeah, the entire red and black box until like more so the end where they started really getting into non-sequel trilogy stuff, but like a strong, we kind of mentioned that and figured out, but like a strong like first half of that red and black box.
Yeah,
it's just peg warmer supreme.
14 figures came out before we got a non-sequel trilogy related figure in the red and black box line. But we all know a lot of those figures peg warmed and obviously took up a ton of space in retail stores. So at this point in the game, and this obviously just isn't, you know, this doesn't really apply to Amazon, but I just don't think stores are ordering as many Black Series figures as they used to.
Yeah. There's clearly some sort of like, I would put blame on both Hasbro and the stores. And on top of that, there's probably miscommunication between like the big retailers and Hasbro. Because at the same time, Marvel Legends are stocked to the absolute brim everywhere I go. I was just door dashing yesterday and I ended up in a different state. And that's an over exaggeration. We live very close to the border of a different state. And when I was over there, because I was just following the money signs. I saw dollar signs, and then all of a sudden it said, "Welcome to Illinois." And I was like, wait a second, where am I? So I was just out in the middle of nowhere. I had no idea where I was, but I stopped in at this Walmart, and they had like, I should have took pictures. Like they had Black Series Archive, no troopers though, no troopers. They had Black Series Archive. They had like, I know the Eternals wave is peg warming, but they also had like the Spider-Man wave, multiples. I feel like the J. Jonah Jameson, and like I saw like the MCU Spidey. There was like this X-Men wave of Marvel Legend. Like they were stocked with everything. Yeah, and it's like everything does get stocked to the brim. I feel like just except for Black Series,
right?
At least like in our area.
Right. And that's why I've come to this conclusion that it's the stores just don't want to have that much Black Series product on hand because it literally peg warmed on their shelves for 5 years, taking up massive amounts of retail space. Yeah. But
I totally see what you're saying though, Gen 2 go like work, because it was during the work week, during a work day, in the middle of the work day.
Right.
So I totally agree. An Amazon exclusive, you should just be able to go on Amazon.com right now and order it because it's an Amazon exclusive. Like I totally get that. Yep. But we were kind of just talking to the more extreme, like, oh, it's sold out in minutes. That wasn't the case either.
Right.
So,
I think recently in general, a lot of exclusives have lasted way longer than they ever have in the past, including the PulseCon stuff. Because after the initial, you know, it said add to cart, and that was like the in-stock stuff, like what we got. After that, they put all the Star Wars exclusives back up for pre-order, and that was up for about like another 2 hours or so, where it was seemingly just an open pre-order. Granted, it was a really tiny window, but yeah, I think it's obviously still not great that exclusives are selling out, but instead of minutes, at least recently, it's been hours.
Yeah. Also, what's up, Darth Educator?
Hey, Darth. Hey. But also, you know, it's like I said, like with Amazon, they're usually pretty good about, you know, restocking, doing another restock. So, and also my best advice to anyone out there, follow Yakface, follow Kylo Collector, follow Star Wars Black Series on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have, because they always post when things are back in stock. And that's how I get a lot of exclusive figures, is just by following them.
Sorry, Nate. All the Pulse stuff was instantly sold out for me. Didn't help it froze during checkout. I'm pretty sure Trapper Wolf is actually still in stock. Correct me if I'm wrong. If that's what you're talking about, like the 3 like Cantina set.
Yeah. And
TVC Emperor, Trapper Wolf.
And I'm sorry if that was your experience, Jonathan, but yep, you can pre-order Trapper Wolf right now, $26.99 on Hasbro Pulse. I have it pulled up.
Yeah. So, and I agree, Darth. Like the links kill you. You can never find them. Luckily, and David mentioned it earlier, but we have a guy, David C. He's in here, right here.
Yeah.
He sends us like the link. If it wasn't for that, I would probably have very similar experiences. Because like Walmart sucks. You can't even find like their product page on Walmart, like specifically with Walmart and Amazon. When pre-orders go up, it's like you got to type in like the code name and like go to Yakface, go to his link tree, click on that. Oh, add it to your cart. Oh, like it's totally disastrous.
Right.
But I will say the last Walmart pre-order experience was a little bit better than what had come before. So like the Shock Trooper and Imperial Crosshair.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like Rampart went in and out of stock as well. All of them did go in and out, but it's still bad, but it's like ever so slightly better than what it used to be.
Right.
Maybe.
No, I definitely agree. It's still not great, but it's genuinely improving. In years past, I would have kissed Bad Batch Rex goodbye at the initial pre-order.
Right.
But they restocked him a few times, so I was actually able to get one. And that used to never happen a couple years ago. They used to never restock pre-orders. Once that initial wave hit, that was it. And Dan Marino also brings up a great point there. Also join the Out of the Basement Discord. Lots of heads up in there. Lots of heads up.
We do.
Yeah.
Richard, you bring up a good point too, because these restocks do happen at like very odd hours at night. Right. And I don't know why that is.
Well, like I said, I got Rex at 6 a.m. Like right as soon, like I woke up for work, rolled over, looked at my phone, I was like, and here we also have the bots are back.
The bots are back and they're gone.
Yeah. But
when is the new Mando Death Watch figure getting released? Can't wait. TBD.
Yeah.
Because the Bring Home the Bounty Star Wars stuff is going available for pre-order later for a better pre-order experience. I don't know what that means. I was discussing it a little bit. I think it was before you joined the stream, Nate, about how like that's the weirdest thing to me because they're regular mainline figures.
Right.
And it's like you can pre-order regular mainline figure. Like that's not the issue. The issue is the exclusive. So like for regular figures, we have Amazon, Dorkside, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, yada yada. Target.com even like had the Cusker Reeves, Orsing, Tech, blah 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 on their website for pre-order. Like it's the main figures aren't the issue. So why are they doing the later for a better pre-order experience? Like if they're gonna do that for the exclusives.
Right, literally. Like why? No, other way around. If it's just a normal wave, like those are always super easy to get. But Albert said, okay, minutes was an exaggeration, but it wasn't long. And we still agree with you, Albert. Make no mistake, we definitely think that pre-ordering, especially for exclusives, could be a lot better, but it is improving ever so slightly, but it is improving.
Right. All right, what's going on? Lena Deret. Hello, I live from Russia in the city of I'm not going to pronounce it because I do not know. I don't know English, so I write through Google Translate. That's what I do too.
Nice.
I'm a Star Wars fan. How do you like the Star Wars sequels? I personally didn't like Episode 9. I was hyped when Episode 7 came out, and I loved Episode 7, but then I was severely disappointed by 8 and 9. And I'm just going to stop it there.
And
stop it right there.
I just wanted to say recently, I actually did watch Force Awakens. And I had a pretty good time watching it, but what I had to do was delete any memories or anything of episode 8 and 9 out of my head. And it took me back to being in 2015, seeing that movie, thinking about all this mystery and intrigue they're setting up. Where's this going to go? What's going to happen in the next one? Ooh, I like that story bit with Kylo Ren. And obviously the answers to all of those questions are super unsatisfying. But taking myself back to that moment and watching episode 7, I was like, I can still have some fun with this movie. But yeah, I also do think, though, that when I think about 8 and 9, that Force Awakens actually retroactively gets worse. So,
yeah.
But yeah, episode 8 and 9, I would say, are a disaster.
Yeah, that's not bad for Google Translate. That's a nice tool to use. I know it's not, punctual. It's not exact, but it gets the job done.
Yeah. But, but also if you like the sequels, that's cool too. We're not gonna hate on anyone if you like those movies. Of
course not. You like what you like.
I like plenty of movies that people say are absolutely terrible, so I'm right there with you.
He's saying I gotta watch that soundtrack only cut of The Last Jedi. Nice background noise to build some Lego too. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
There you go. Yeah, I mean the music's. I like Rey's theme a lot. I think that's a fantastic piece of music. Like this, the music's been good in all of them. But then again, I mean, like, who's surprised?
Right.
Oh, Star Wars has a great soundtrack. Whoa.
Yeah, I really like the anime Star Wars Visions and The Mandalorian. Looking forward to season 3 of Mando and the Boba Fett series. Yep. 100%. We're totally more of like the series guys around here. The Mandalorian has just, I think it's absolutely epic. I think season 1, it gets overlooked a lot. Season 1 is just as good as season 2, and it stands on its own without bringing back any classic characters, and it completely stands on its own. And I think that's a testament to how good season 1 is.
Yeah.
But I love The Mandalorian. And I can't wait for Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we love Spider-Man 3 too.
Yeah, that's the comment I was just going for was I absolutely adore Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. Like, that is a genuinely, to me, great movie. And I'm not even kidding.
It helps to be a big fan of Sam Raimi and understand the other movies that he's made, such as the Evil Dead trilogy with Army of Darkness and everything else. Drag Me to Hell and just
the Dark Man movie, the first one. He didn't do the other two, but
you can truly appreciate Spider-Man 3 if you're a Sam Raimi fan.
Yeah, because it's literally Sam Raimi just going wild, and like Sony was clearly trying to take control of the movie, and he was just kind of like, nope, I'm just gonna do this really weird, super goofy Spider-Man movie.
Super goofy.
Michael Cherry though asks, Nate and Justin, do you think Disney should stick to TV shows now that there's problems with Rogue Squadron?
I kind of like the idea of just doing live action series, even if Book of Boba, because it's like a one-off, 8 episodes and then we're done. I kind of like that idea because you can take your time to flesh things out instead of trying to cram everything into a film. Which Star Wars, it's like we do want that expansion, which is why I think Star Wars simply works as a series, whether it's 7 seasons of Clone Wars, whether it's 4 seasons of Rebels, whether it's The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, or just like a little one-off like Visions or
like Obi-Wan will be.
Yeah. I just think it really works. And I think Star Wars, making a Star Wars film, it's just hard to satisfy people. And I almost say I'm fine if they never do another Star Wars movie.
Yep.
I would be fine.
I think we could live without it. But yeah, I'm honestly not shocked. When I read that news that Patty Jenkins had left the project and it was permanently on hold, I was like, saw that coming.
Yeah.
I think it's especially when Disney starts going, here's this movie, that movie, this project, that project. I'm like, canceled, never gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
It's just like Disney has a history of doing that. They announce a million things, and then maybe like 5 of them become true, and the rest of them you just never see. So
yeah, Wookiee, I could definitely see that happening, especially in the Mandalorian. Even in Clone Wars season 7, there's like some Blade Runner esque soundtrack in that Clone Wars season 7, like especially at the end when it was showing like all the clone helmets on their rifles, and obviously the Mandalorian, and even in like season 2 had some like electronic, like with the Dark Troopers, which is such an awesome piece. The Mandalorian still has some orchestral like da 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 da, but it almost does seem to be going towards like a more electronic, which for Star Wars, I think it really works.
And I also think it's a good idea to not try to emulate John Williams, because you just
Rogue One,
right? The cheap Rogue One theme, that's probably one of the worst pieces of Star Wars music I've ever heard. We're not going to use the main theme, but here's basically the main theme, but not exactly.
It's like dun dun dun. I can't even I can't even recreate it. It's like this weird version of the main theme.
I appreciate like the composer of Mandalorian pretty much, being like, I'm just going to make some music with some wind instruments and stuff and not necessarily rely on strings and brass instruments, but not Obi-Wan. Yeah, you know what I mean. She didn't leave the project, but scheduling conflicts. So basically, she left the project. That's not exactly what happened, but you get what I mean. But
yeah, Dan, no, because something branded Disney Plus Day. I don't know. I just don't get bothered by something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And everyone was expecting an Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. It's like, you don't need a trailer. We're already all going to watch it. I don't need to be sold on it.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing with Star Wars announcements for me. You give me a premise. You say, hey, it's Star Wars and it's going to be like this. I'm like, okay, cool. That's all I need. I'll wait for the show to come out and watch it then.
Yeah.
Do I still watch trailers and stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Of course. But I can live without like teaser information, trailers, that sort of thing. As long as I know the premise and I'm interested in it, that's usually all I need to, watch a movie. Like, I did watch the Moon Knight teaser. It gave me a little bit, and that's probably all I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch that little teaser, and then I'm going to wait for the show to come out. That's all I needed.
Yeah. Can a streaming service get oversaturated? Like, wouldn't you want as much content as possible since you're paying for it?
Right.
Like, I don't think a library of a streaming service can get oversaturated.
Yeah. I think more content is always a good thing, especially when it comes to something that you pay monthly for.
Right.
But
yeah, I would agree. We don't need another trailer for No Way Home, even though there is one coming out on Tuesday, 100% confirmed. But
yeah,
I agree.
But I mean, Moon Knight did look pretty cool, though. I like the punching. I like punching.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Oscar Isaac is awesome. So I'm
very true.
I'm on board. I am very much on board, and I'm glad it actually looks like it might have a darker tone, because you can't really do Moon Knight and not make it dark. That's the character itself. Do you think we will still get the Game of Thrones? No way. Not going to happen.
Thank God. After what they did to Game of Thrones, I don't think they deserve Star Wars. Sorry.
Yep. They've ruined Game of Thrones, so I would hate to see what they would come up with for Star Wars. I seriously would hate it. I probably actually wouldn't even go see it, if I'm going to be completely honest.
You see, Luke kind of just forgot that he left a part of the map for someone to find.
Yeah. Infernal Hippo did not check out the Morbius trailer. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to see what that looks like.
Yeah, we watched that last night because Brendan forced us to watch it, and it looks like garb. Lucanus is pissed off in all capitals.
Wow.
About Disney Plus Day. It's not that we didn't get anything. It's the fact that Star Wars posted something with Bad Batch Season 2 and Andor logos, and they nothing. It's social media. Who cares?
Yeah,
Social media.
I don't think it's worth getting super upset about, because at least at the end of the day, we know Bad Batch Season 2 is coming, and we know that Andor is coming. So, like we were saying, that's pretty much all it takes for me to be interested in it. Like, I liked Bad Batch Season 1, so Season 2 coming out, that's great. I'm going to watch it. Don't really need to see anything about it. I like to be surprised, and I like to know nothing about a movie when I walk into it. I feel I usually end up enjoying things a lot more the less I know about it. But to answer Lena's question, no, Rian Johnson is not getting his trilogy anymore. There's no way in hell that's going to happen.
Even though he's a great director.
Right. He just doesn't know anything about Star Wars.
Bro, Wookiee Sin's still in here. You can't say that. He's still in here, all right?
We can have our disagreements.
He likes it. He likes it.
That's fine.
Josh likes it. He likes the dog pile.
I like, before I knew all of the editing mistakes in the throne room fight scene, I liked that a lot.
Ryan is a great director, though, like visionary. Yeah. Like Looper was a great film.
Yep. Yeah. Knives Out wasn't bad at all. Little predictable, but still a very satisfying watch.
Really? I thought Knives Out, I think my main criticism with Knives Out is that you couldn't figure out what happened because there actually is no clue to what the final reveal is, unlike a movie like Clue, where there is clues you could follow.
I think, without spoiling Knives Out for anyone who hasn't seen it, I think it's the character that ends up being the killer is in the movie the least. And they also don't have like an interview moment where like every other character in the movie has like the sit down interview style scene where they kind of describe an event that's happening. Every single character in the movie gets a scene like that, except for the one character that is the killer. So to me, it was like super obvious. I was like, oh, I see where this is going because this person has absolutely zero screen time.
All right. I only watched it the once in theaters. I can't really remember, honestly.
I only watched it once.
I think it was well made, though.
Yeah, it's still well made. Let's see. Yeah, Knives Out, 7-8 out of 10. Yeah. I don't think I spoiled it because I didn't say who it is. Just don't think about who appears in the movie the least amount of time. You'll be fine. And also, if you haven't seen it at this point, you probably weren't going to watch it anyway. The movie's like 5 years old.
Yeah, people were upset that we said that Vader was Luke's father. Nate's gone. Nate's gone.
No, I'm good.
All right. People were upset that we spoiled that Vader was Luke's father in our movies class in college. And I said, bro, that movie's like 40 years old. Yeah. Calm down.
Yeah. Honestly, the statute of limitations on movie spoilers, I'd say like is a few months. Mm-hmm. If you haven't seen whatever movie that you want to see in a couple months and you get spoiled, I mean, I'm sorry, but you had months to see it. But anyways.
Anonymous?
Yeah. Anonymous.
Wookie says Ryan is getting his trilogy.
Yeah, I'm still going to press doubt on that one. Respectfully, I disagree. He can say it all he wants, but I think Disney is definitely wised up to that's not really what people want to see. I mean, there are fans of the sequel trilogy out there, but I don't think it's a situation where it's a vocal minority of people who don't like The Last Jedi. In my experience, even like talking to like my regular coworkers who are not interested in Star Wars, but they're like, I like the movies. Even people like them will tell me, well, I don't know about those last two. or those last 3 were really not good. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Santa is real, Dan.
yeah, Santa's real.
Also, what's up, Darth Muzza?
Hey, Darth Muzza, long time
And
watcher.
Zavi,
first
I have
time
not.
commenter.
I have not.
Yep, haven't seen it.
Oh, I forgot about Bad Batch. We didn't even talk about Bad Batch. I liked it, but I definitely agree that it wasn't the most special thing for me.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it was a fine season 1. It was pretty good. I was entertained throughout. I do want more, though. I do want more. So
Yeah, I'd be down for more.
Definitely hope it gets a little bit more complex down the road and we get some better like character development.
Did anybody watch the Lamb movie yet? Looked a lot like Midsommar, Lighthouse, Hereditary. I have not, but I really want to because I like weird stuff like that.
It's on the list. It's definitely on the list, but with movies like that, especially in our area, not a lot of movie theaters end up getting like the art house indie movies. So we usually either have to wait a while or sometimes we legit have to wait till it comes out on like streaming.
Yeah.
So.
And Darth Maul became a member. Thank you, Darth. That's awesome.
Thank you, Darth.
Nice
we
of
really
you to join
appreciate
us in the Basement Dweller Army. So now you can use all those cool emojis.
Yep. And now you are a shiny.
Do you guys find you enjoy movies more with the more film study knowledge you have? Just like, I mean, we don't necessarily have film study knowledge. I took a course in college, but yes, like knowing technically how a movie is made, absolutely. So like when you see shots that don't cut, you know, oh, this is a tracking shot where every crew member is doing something and there's background characters interacting with things. And if one person messes up, it messes up the whole thing. And when you see smooth truck shots or jibs or pans, and I am really interested in the technical aspect of movie making, and it does enhance the experience of watching a movie. Absolutely.
Right. Because you know, I'm sure a lot of people focus on like the story and the performances, but like for me, what'll really draw my eye and keep me going back to movies is, you know, interesting camera work, editing, stuff like that. Like you were saying, Justin, like the technical side is really what I think sets a lot of movies apart from other movies, is when they have excellent cinematography or they have, you know, great editing.
Yeah. Oh, and Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, please.
Yes.
It's funny you mentioned that because Robert Eggers is literally one of my favorite directors working today, as well as Nate.
Yeah. Well, he's 2 for 2. 2 bangers back to back.
2 for 2. He's tied for me personally with Ari Aster, who is also 2 for 2. And both of them have new films coming out in 2022. We have Disappointment Boulevard from Ari Aster, and we have The Northman, I think it's called, from Robert Eggers.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
totally
it's good. Good times.
Love Dune.
I watched
Denis Villeneuve, or however you pronounce his last name. He is on a technical level probably the best director working today. Denis. And Dune was amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I watched Dune twice, and yeah, it's just an incredible movie. I like the 1984 film. It obviously has a lot of issues, but yeah, and I haven't read the book, so my knowledge of Dune is the original David Lynch movie and now the Denis Villeneuve movie. And yeah, honestly, I would probably say it's a masterpiece. Like, it is so fantastic. The setup is great. All of the performances are wonderful. The set design, everything about it. Like, I haven't been able to stop thinking about Dune. And I've just been walking around the apartment going, my Arrakis, my Dune.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Wes Anderson as well. I haven't seen The French Dispatch yet, though.
Yeah. French Dispatch was awesome. I saw it when I was on vacation, and I loved it.
Nice. But yeah, we really like The Life Aquatic.
Yeah, Life
Isle
Aquatic.
of Dogs, Moonrise Kingdom. I like pretty much every Wes movie. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, Rushmore. I would say when it comes to Wes Anderson, I was kind of like, you know, I think my least favorite movie of his is probably Bottle Rocket, but it's still a good movie. It's just that it was his first movie and he wasn't, didn't quite have his style figured out yet.
Yeah.
That's no big deal.
That's fair, Jonathan, because it definitely seems like a setup. You know,
Right.
It's a setup movie for sure.
It is, but I think it still can stand alone. There's still plenty that happens, and it's a cliffhanger ending to bring you to part 2, which, yeah, we're going to have to wait a long time, but I feel like once we get part 1 and 2 together, it's going to be like a sci-fi epic.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kyle. That's always great to hear. We try. We try. And this is part of the stream where we just go bonkers off the wall, random.
Yeah.
Talk about Robert Eggers and Ari Aster. So
right. Josh,
not the Black Series.
Josh brings up a good point. WB's trying to capitalize on the sci-fi blockbuster space. Exactly. But
I got more Game of Thrones vibes than I did Star Wars, if I'm being honest. But you do have spice. There's always a drug called spice in sci-fi.
Well, Dune clearly inspired Star Wars quite a bit. But I would say definitely, Star Wars is always going to be like the movies are always going to be the boom, boom, lightsaber battles. Whereas, Dune pretty much it's inescapable that it has to be the way that it is. Like character focused, slow paced, lots of story.
Granted, there is deep lore of Star Wars. It's just not really like
it's not
in the movies, but it's more so in the animated series, yeah,
right,
and the books and everything else. But like, yeah, I've been like looking into like the inspiration for Star Wars, of course, like a Kurosawa, and there are actually like some Criterions that I wanted to pick up. It's either Seven Samurai and Hidden Fortress. I don't know if they both have Criterion releases.
They both do.
Okay. Those are on my list because those are like the two main inspirations for the first Star Wars film is, of course, the Japanese filmmaker Kurosawa and Seven Samurai and the Hidden Fortress. I definitely need to like get around to watching those.
I kind of want to say that Hidden Fortress might be out of print, unfortunately. Or no, it's not. It's $19.99 on Amazon right now. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Yeah, the thing that keeps me away from Seven Samurai though is that runtime. Ooh, that runtime looks brutal.
But if it inspired something as dear and something that is obviously like one of our favorite things in the world, I feel like just out of principle at some point in our life,
right,
we got to do it.
I definitely agree.
Jason, I trust in Radio Silence, the directing group.
Yep, they've made quite a few bangers.
And I love Scream. I love the original Scream, and yeah, it's the first one that's not going to be directed by Wes Craven, but I trust Radio Silence. I think it'll be at least good.
Ready or Not was awesome, and the segments that they did for VHS were awesome too. So yeah, I'm excited. Scream's gonna be awesome. Off topic,
Grace, we do have some turtle stuff.
Well, not comic turtle stuff though.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we're movie turtle fans, so we do collect the movie turtle stuff, but not necessarily the comic book.
Right.
HBO. David C says Seven Samurais on HBO Max.
Nice. Seven Samurai Raising. Also check out.
Todd said Seven Samurai fell a second short to Eight Samurai. Nice.
The Hateful Eight.
Yeah, the Hateful Eight Samurai. But yeah, I mean, the Criterion sale is going on right now, Justin. It is November.
I forgot about that. I have to take a trip to your local Barnes and Noble.
Yep. And also Arrow Video, 50% off too. So
ooh.
But usually Amazon mirrors the sale anyway. So like if our local Barnes and Noble doesn't have whatever, because I doubt our local Barnes is going to have Hidden Fortress.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever do, because I look for it every single Criterion sale, And they never have Hidden Fortress.
Nice, Darth Muzza. Casca Reeves is a banger, and that whole wave is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting for my Casca Reeves.
He's an Aussie boy. He's down under. Down under, and you found them all in the wild. Good stuff.
Let's see. Yep. All 3 of the closest Barnes & Nobles do not have Hidden Fortress. Boo.
Nice job, Mitch. Check this out. Tee.
Hey, who got you that poster, though? Who got you that poster?
I used to work at the movie theater, damn it. But Nate and I do pride ourselves by authentic theatrical movie posters, not 24 by 36 reprints, because I'm pretty sure it's this thing where real, genuine, like movie production posters are 27 by 40. Like those are real. And I'm pretty sure they can't replicate posters in those dimensions. Because every replica, I believe, the largest they go is 24 by 36. Like if you bought like a Star Wars poster off Amazon, it's going to be 24 by 36. Like I don't know if they actually can make like 27 by 40 and call it genuine when it's not obviously something that hung up in a movie theater somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But you can usually tell if it's authentic if it's 27 by 40. So we pride ourselves on our little, because we used to work at a movie theater, and we would just take the posters. So
yep. Well, and they're always double-sided too, so there's like the mirrored image on the back, so that way the light can shine through it better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I used to have the Lighthouse poster was hanging up there, but it actually fell down out of its frame this week. So
I have let's do a little tour. I have the Hateful Eight in here.
Who got you that one?
Quentin Tarantino fans, and I also have a Mad Max Fury Road. It's very dark outside. So
I was going to say it's pretty impossible to see.
It's very dark outside because it's just been dark, gloomy, rainy, sleety, snowy.
Right.
Crap. Just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
But Riley was asking any specific Halo stuff. Are we looking forward to? Even though I don't really like 4 or 5, they are incredibly easy games. So sometimes I can have fun with 4 and 5, like the multiplayer. So I will definitely be playing the Infinite multiplayer, but
yeah, I'm ready to play some Halo Infinite and hate it, and then still play it and enjoy it. It's a dumbed down version of Halo, you know?
Yeah. Should we do a I know we did one like right at the beginning, but you guys probably all weren't there for that. Should we do a live Rancor update?
Rancor update.
Let's take a gander.
Ooh, I like that number.
5,110. I like this bar. Like I just want to see this bar freaking.
Yeah.
But
it's getting funded.
It's getting funded, and we're gonna hit all 4 tiers. And we're gonna get this Gamorrean guard with my collector coin.
Yes, my coin.
I really want that coin.
Infernal Hippo, I did play Spider-Man PS4 and I loved it.
Whoa.
Great game. But good Rancor update though. There's no way we're not getting everything. So
100%.
now that Ghostbusters is backed too, we'll be fine. We'll be just fine.
And I can't wait to tell Dan all about it, because he every day in the Discord he puts the total amount of backers and then the amount that we would need every day for the rest of the campaign. Like we would need like 173 backers a day. But I'll say it again. The last week, the last day, it's going to blow out of the water and we're going to get everything.
I mean, again, literally just think back to Galactus. That chugged along until the last 3 days. And not only was it below funding goal the last 3 days, it shot past it and got all tiers unlocked in the final 3 days of the campaign. So I really don't see the Rancor.
I mean, look at the G.I. Joe one. It's very similar.
Yeah.
Now adjust for the fact that they need 10,000. There's actually a percentage variation here.
Right.
So
because they need 10,000. Rancor's 9,000.
Yeah. So
G.I. Joe Sky Striker
paths.
also almost $100 less. And they're about in the same boat.
Right.
So,
I have absolutely no doubts about the Rancor.
They
What's
have
the other one? The
the
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
which I know that one is blown out of the water.
Yeah, that one's already funded.
Sheesh, which makes tons of sense because a custom one of these is like $4,000 or some crazy amount like that. You can get one for $400.
Yeah. So I think that there is absolutely a snowball's chance in hell the Rancor doesn't get funded with all tiers unlocked.
Yep.
It's just, they haven't really shown much to, spark that super early interest in backing it right away, which even though, by the way, you only get charged once the campaign ends and it's successful. You don't get charged up front. So you might as well just back it now if you're on the fence. And then if all the goals come out and it's not what you want, cancel it. But there's no reason to not just back it right away. So,
like, every single person in this chat, every Black Series collector should just back it. And on the day before the campaign ends, if you don't like all the tiers, just cancel it. Like, literally, you could cancel anytime before it ends. I think, and that's the thing. If you want to see those stretch goals quicker, we should all back it. And if you don't like those stretch goals, just cancel it. Super easy solution to just seeing all those stretch goals. What's up, Vader X Bricks?
Hey, Vader.
Coming in right at the end.
Nice
no problem there.
Nice
if Rancor doesn't get funded, I'll use the money for the Tantive Forest set by GTP.
Exactly.
But what a nightmare.
Yep. And although it is, I have seen people say that the proton pack doesn't actually even come with the firing apparatus, whatever that's called, the wand. It doesn't even come with that. So I think. Who just said that? I just saw.
Was that a stretch goal or something?
No, it's not a stretch goal. They have one, but you have to buy it separately.
Ooh.
I literally just saw that comment come and go. Oh, it was David C. Proton Pack 400, but you still got to spend 120 if you want to shoot it. There we go. Yeah, so you have to buy the wand separately for, I would assume, $120 based on what David C. is saying. Yeah, Proba, get a printed T-shirt that has your order confirmation on it.
When do you think pre-orders will be up for Echo and Omega? Soon. It's very hard to say.
Yeah. Sooner than later, but definitely next year figures for sure.
Yeah. It's going to get funded for sure. It's the goals that I'm worried about. But once it does get funded, they're going to show, if not already, like if they haven't shown the rest of the goals, like they'll show them after it gets funded, and then we'll hit all four.
Yeah, I honestly do not think we're walking away without the Rancor getting funded with all tiers unlocked.
Yeah.
Connor, no worries. Thanks for tuning in here right at the very end. Hopefully getting your nose pierced wasn't too painful.
Needle.
But
I think go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we got for you this week. Yeah. Nice, laid back, chatty episode.
Very chatty.
Talk some Star Wars, talk some movies. Watch Dune if you haven't.
Stuff. Back to Rancor if you haven't.
Yeah.
Don't regret it.
Dived into
but also collect within your means. If you can't, you
absolutely.
Can't. No issues there.
Nice, Vader. I have all of those figures as well. Only open to Soka and Maul, though. I like to keep my vintage collection stuff on card back. So, and yes, we are. Yep,
I'm optimistic. It's just I know for a fact that's what's going to happen. But I keep saying this, but I'm saying it right now. I am giving you it means nothing coming from me, but I guarantee, and that isn't because, oh, I love the Black Series, I love Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. It's just what is going to happen. We will hit all 4 tiers.
Yeah.
But screen cap it now, and if we don't hit all 4 tiers, I'll literally delete the channel.
No, we won't do that, but but no, I mean, in all seriousness, Albert, we always see the positive side of things here on Out of the Basement. We are not a channel that focuses on negativity. We might criticize, we might have some videos where we get a little negative, but overall, we try to be we are a positive channel, because there's plenty of negativity in real life. Why add to it on the internet when it's just so much easier to be positive?
Mm-hmm. Jeff Miller, there's actually a really good video by Spectre Creative that kind of breaks it down.
Yeah.
Like, from someone who's I don't know if he currently is, or at least has tons of experience in the toy industry.
Yeah.
There is a Spectre Creative video that like breaks it down, like why things are the way they are with like tooling and just, I don't know. It goes super in depth.
Because he used to work at Mattel, and then I think he worked at Jack Pacific. Great YouTube channel. Tons of useful information that's explained to you by someone who actually worked or is currently working in the industry. So, it's just not, a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Or just what people think is going on behind the doors. This Spectre Creative actually can tell you pretty much what's going on behind the doors.
Yeah. Connor, if you're on the fence and you could actually, living within your means, still back it, but you're just on the fence about it, I would just say pull the trigger and back it. Yeah. It's never going to be cheaper. So this is our one opportunity. And I think everyone should back it if you can. If you can.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and okay, we do have a random discussion point real quick. But do you guys find it strange that I still haven't received Wrecker and Echo on pre-order? Haven't seemed to have had luck with pre-orders coming in. Echo hasn't gone up for pre-order. But Wrecker, that is a little weird that you didn't get it yet.
Yeah. I mean, it probably has to do with the global shipping crisis. So
true, but that we've had that figure for like pushing half a year, probably.
Right, but they meant tech. But some people still are just recently getting it. I've seen people in the community just recently getting, their Wreckers within like a past couple weeks or so. So it's probably just the trickle of stock. I'm sure your pre-order will get filled eventually, but you just gotta wait a little bit longer. Let's see you, Froba Fett. But it was nice hanging out with everyone today. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. We certainly had a lot of fun talking Star Wars, talking movies like we always do. So, Matt, hello.
We got Matt coming in right at the end. What's up, Matt Bryant?
Hello and goodbye. So, Riley brings up a great point. Spectre Creative doesn't give emotional answers. It's all facts on his channel, and that's why I love watching his content. Yeah,
it's a great. Maybe we should link the. Let me drop the link in the chat before we go.
True. Hey, should have figured. Got the Snowspeeder on Entertainment Earth for $90. That's a deal. Howie. But we're gonna link the video to Spectre.
He makes tons of videos. Jeez.
Oh yeah, he's always posting.
All right.
But most of it.
If you're offended by the fact that the first tier is a repack, this will explain it. Here it is in the chat. I would totally recommend checking out that video if you haven't. But
absolutely.
On that note.
Yeah, Mark says get Spectre Creative on as a guest. Not a bad idea. Idea.
I'd be down. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
I feel like I would want to genuinely like write down some questions to ask him.
Yeah.
Like not just like a typical hangout discussion, but I mean that's not a bad idea for a guest. So maybe we'll reach out. But thanks everyone for tuning in. we had a lot of fun on today's stream. Thank you to everyone who sent us a super chat, became a new member, all that good stuff. And of course, everyone that just watched, liked the video. Maybe you subscribed if you are new. You know, coming up tomorrow, we've got the Vice Admiral Rampart review coming out on the channel.
Daily upload live.
Yep. Tuesday, Justin has his new Black Series update video dropping as well. After that, we'll have Imperial Crosshair on Wednesday. So tons of videos still coming out here. So stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you are not subscribed already.
100%.
But otherwise,
tons of content coming out. And if you haven't already, check out, what do we got? Zalbar, Artillery Stormtrooper, Shock Trooper, Sauron.
Please watch the Sauron review.
Yeah. We just have tons of stuff right now. It's a great time right now.
Really a lot of content, but there's been a lot of stuff to discuss. And I still, haven't even touched Trapper. Haven't even touched Diamond Select Stormtrooper. Haven't even touched Emperor TVC Throne Room. And also haven't even touched. Got to clear some accessories off of this, but haven't even touched my Cantina set.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
There's still so many Black Series reviews coming out. So stay tuned. But yes, thanks everyone for watching. Of course, I'm Nate. Enjoying with Justin.
See you guys later.
We'll see you all next time on Out of the Basement.